we left on a tense moment, didn't we?
Yeah.
Did we?
It wasn't super
So
intense.
I remember where Dina was. Where was everyone else?
We were, me and Demalagus were at the library, and I think Thaxel decided to go home because we were going to go and do research.
Yes.
And research is boring.
I went to the, I think I went to the bar or something. I went back to the,
you were getting drunk. Yeah, you went back to the tavern to get drunk.
Okay, that sounds about right.
The tavern that we're staying at.
Well, that's right. And Tasso sent a message back, like, I can't wait to, cut into this person. Yeah, neat.
Yes.
Get you the answers that you're looking for. All right. And of course, Rhea and Ari are still with the Nereid. All right, interesting. So last week, that's where everyone else was. Dina, of course, had made her way rather into the Gilded Enclave, right into the Alchemist's Alembic building. It's a family-owned alchemy business run by the Tibblebits. And she made sure that she worked hard and did the right things to navigate her way into this meeting that was going to take place tonight, partly for the younger Tibblebit brother, the professor at the Wizard College, but much more so for information gathering. And while she and one other server were taking care of a room, the most secure room in the building, which is essentially a conference room / dining room. The head of the house, Roman Tibblebits, joined. Where is she? Right, Rose Clary, one of the head magistrates in the city, joined, and then Franz Cooper joined. Thankfully, as of yet, as far as everybody knows, has not recognized Dina, because they have met once before. Slightly contentious meeting, but I think sizing one another up more so than contentious. And they finally asked Roman Tibblebits why they were summoned here, and he said, "I don't know why we've been summoned. Let's wait for him to arrive." And shortly after, Framash Ulamar, the grand hero of this city that everyone praises, he has a statue out in front as you enter the city, came into the room, smacked the other server down onto her butt on the floor as she came too close for something, and started what's the term? Divulging that he was had the oh my gosh, my brain does not want to work today. I'm so sorry.
It's Christmas. Get a pass.
He in fact has Algorn's tears, a very rare item, water that's essentially tears of a titan that were stolen from Akari. And he has plans to make money off of it, or so it seems. And that he, in fact, runs everything in this city, including all the nefarious stuff. Seemingly having a bit of a different side, perhaps, than what he shows to the citizens. And he had pulled that vial out that Dina recognized as Algorn's tears just at the end of last episode. So it's sort of a tense moment. Dina's up, along one side of the building, sort of behind where Franz Cooper's seat is, thankfully, unless she needs to go out and serve anyone. And we'll take it away from there. He tucks the thing back down in his shirt.
And Dina bows her head. Says Akari. She's praying quietly to herself.
Okay.
Akari, hear my prayers. I have found it. And she visualizes the dragonborn and the tears, and that it's on a chain around his neck. I've done as you asked. Help your servant. Keep her safe.
Nice. All right. You know what? Just for something in the background, if you wouldn't mind rolling one of your percentile dice, or set to see what you get.
Okay. Let's do her flames. This is her flame set.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Yes. They're very pretty. Tabletop loot, guys. Gorgeous. That is a 72.
Okay. All right. So many dice in this bag.
Yeah.
Okay. You release this prayer, and you do feel, oh gosh, almost a sense of, not quite the feeling of relaxing in a warm bath, but there's this somewhat weightless sensation for a moment. It feels comforting and encompassing. And you feel protected. You feel that sense inside, like, okay.
So I get the impression that she's heard my prayer.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. She just has to get through this alive.
Neat. All right. Excellent. So,
is there a window in this room?
There's a window, double paned window just behind Kramash on the opposite side of the room.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm. It's letting the twilight sunlight peek into the room. Kramash, settles himself in his seat. Tell me what you need, Roman. Tell me what you need, and I will make it happen. I need this understood and worked into something we can sell and make money off of. I promised a long time ago to make you all very wealthy individuals, and I feel I have not let you down so far. This will set every one of you for life. Leans back and calls the woman he knocked down to get him food. Snaps his fingers and starts eating a bunch of raw meat and other things right off the bone that's served to him. Everyone else starts to dig in, and trying to think. I'm pretty sure Franz was seated in front of you, facing the other way, of course.
Yep. Yeah, she's standing directly behind him.
Okay.
That's the impression I got.
Okay. Franz lifts his right hand and snaps his fingers for you.
She goes over. She's got the head down.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I try and pull up a sheet real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she doesn't. Okay, so yeah, she's kind of got her hair's worn differently, and so it's kind of, she's just trying to use it to obscure. She's trying to stay just out of the corner of his eye, just out of his peripheral vision as she pours his wine.
Okay. Roll a stealth check if you would.
Okay. Because yeah, that's something she's good at. That's an 18.
Okay.
Akari has heard her prayer.
You pour his wine, and something interesting happens. He takes the glass and, swirls, takes a bit and spits it in the spitting cup, and puts it back for you to top off, and looks up at you for a moment, and there's zero acknowledgement that he recognizes you at all. More so than him, without an insight check, you get the feeling that there's you feel that same protection again swell up.
Okay.
As though she's perhaps guarding you from being recognized by Franz in this moment. You finish pouring it, and yes, very well. And head back to your spot, and they continue to eat, and they discuss a number of back alley deals they have going on. Clearly a lot of corruption here. Seems to be benefiting the city to some degree, but there's still a lot of crime and violence behind these matters.
She's kind of taking mental notes of various things, just because she still has to report back to the professor, just to kind of,
yeah,
she's expected to do that. So
in fact, Roman speaks up and says, yes, well, as dinner is about halfway through, sets his silverware down. Yes, well, off the top of my head, Gramash, I believe having a new location for something this rare, this divine, someplace secreted away. Yes, I think that is what will require new equipment, payroll to cover the expense of keeping mouths closed. Yes, I'll have my accountant run something up for you. But those are my thoughts. Yes, be good to expand the business anyway, and have a place to perform some of our more unsavory practices. Yes. It goes back to cutting into his food. And Ulamar just sort of grunts and continues eating. Alright, let me just check something with Akari. So meanwhile, gosh, what time is it? We're not really close to Malagus. Meanwhile, are you away, Thaxel? Probably.
yeah, she's had to step away.
That was the only thing. Okay. Meanwhile, nothing happens. Yeah, let me. So Demalagus and Valken.
Yeah.
I think she's coming. There she is.
I'm sorry, that took longer than I thought it would.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
She's
So,
okay.
in that case, we'll start with Thaxel just in case Demalagus pops in. I think it's a bit early for him, but we'll see. Excuse me. Meanwhile, Thaxel, as you are drinking, and are you back at the main tavern at the entrance to the city?
Yeah, I'm at the place where we've been staying.
Okay. And what part of the tavern? The tavern's moderately busy this time of night as people are coming in. Where do you want to be situated in the tavern?
Probably in a corner somewhere, like
Okay.
secluded, just by myself. I don't want to be bothered.
Okay, perfect. I'm picturing Thaxel taking up an entire booth in the corner, and if anyone comes over, just sort of growling like.
Yes, yes. I snarl menacingly, whatever. Yes.
Nice. Okay. Let me make a roll and see how we're gonna. Okay. As you lift up your mug to pound back a drink. Where's my other? Boy, I wish I be great if I prepared sometimes. Where are my pictures? And you then put your mug back down. Sitting in the booth next to you is an individual. Elaborately done, white hair, very pale, like an alabaster complexion, long braid, a few fine gold chains. Hair's almost like a platinum blonde, and eyebrows, and her eyes have a bit of a hazed over look. And sitting next to you is, well, someone you recognize as Kianava, the individual that you dealt with when you got your nightmare steeds. Sitting in the booth with you. It's a little bit startling, only in that as your mug was up, she wasn't there, and you set it down, and there she is. There's this light wind breeze, zephyr, that sort of washes over you, almost perfumed. She sits uncomfortably close on your left-hand side.
Can I help you?
I'm here to help you.
By sitting this close to me, I have a bubble.
You feel the breeze
and like
pick up a little.
It was like if my tail is on like this side,
mm-hmm.
I kind of want to use it. I don't know if reptiles could do this, but I want to use my tail to try to like push against her leg to give her a clue to move.
Okay. All right, you do, and you try and push against her, and she kind of looks down, and then looks back up, and just tips to the side to give you slightly more room, and looks at you. Your friend has done well.
Which one? I have many.
The sorcerer, tiefling. She's discovered the identity of the one that now holds Algorn's tear.
No shit. Dina found him?
Yes.
Or her? Who is it?
Let's see. I think she'd only have an image right now and know the location.
Yeah, she'd have an image, location, and I mean, Dina would have remembered the name. I just couldn't.
Okay. Oh, gotcha.
But she would have said, yeah, she would have said Kromash, and she would have had an image of him sitting there with it on his necklace, and then knowing that he's that statue, she would also, kind of trying to give him an idea of who this person is. There would be that statue, and she'd be kind of letting him, when she was praying, it's like, as she's praying for protection, be like keeping her eyes and ears. She's expecting that they're going to be able to see and hear through her eyes and ears.
Okay.
Whether that happens, but that would be something that she would be like, oh, I told them they know where I'm at and what's going on. They can probably use me to observe.
Neat. Okay. She... Kromash Ulamar, a dragonborn that resides here.
The statue guy? Really?
Perhaps.
Huh.
Your friend may need you soon.
Where is she? Do you know?
Yes. She's... Let me show you. And she reaches her hand up to put it on your shoulder. And as she does, there's a flash of imagery of sections of the city, the Gilded Enclave, and the Alchemist Alembic building, and then specifically the very center of the top floor of the building, the room in which she sits. You get a quick flash of the dining table. You don't recognize Roman or Rose, but you do recognize Franz, as you met him, I believe, and Ulamar from the statue. She continues. I need you all to make sure he doesn't have any more stashed away. That this is in fact Algorn's tears in its entirety. Then you can summon me, and I will take care of him.
Oh, good. So we don't have to fight this dude if that comes to it, or can we?
If you
Can
wish.
we fight him? Okay, cool.
But if you need me, I will be there.
Okay. How do I get a hold of you? I don't know how this works.
Pray to Akari.
How do I pray?
Close your eyes and speak to her. Call her name. Talk to her as though she were next to you.
Oh, I can do that. Okay. I guess I'm gonna go find my friend. And she places her mug down on the table and kind of scoots it across and kind of motions lady over here to get out of the booth.
Nice. Yeah, you put your bug down and just kind of, adjust yourself, and as you turn your head just a bit and look back, she's no longer there.
Oh, okay. I want that ability. Okay, so I guess she's going to leave and or head out and search for, because she's not going to go by herself. I think she wants to go find Falcon and Malagus and let them know what she just found out.
Okay. So you do so. You go back to the Vault of Knowledge and find Falcon and Malagus and fill them in on what transpired, where Dina is.
And Dina did tell Demalagus about the tower and everything that, that was part of the plan of what she was going to be doing. So Demalagus would know about that.
Nice.
Well, and now I have a nice visual too, so we're going that way. But yeah, I think if Falcon and Demalagus are willing, then I kind of want to head to Dina.
Mm-hmm.
How far away was the Vault of Knowledge from?
Vault of Knowledge is sort of center of town-ish. So probably like from where the tavern. Probably maybe like a 25-minute walk, something like that.
Yeah. There was one thing. Well, I probably wouldn't be able to research, but I would at least be able to find for it. I wanted to ask the because I completely had forgotten to actually look it up. Ask the person at the front desk if they would have any books on Aarakocra and possibly their language.
Yeah. Let's see. Take a peek at that. They do guide you to, a brief, like a history, of races here in Astralanor. You can go check those books if you want to make like an investigation check.
Yeah. That's 7 plus whatever. That's an 8.
Okay. You find, I mean, just the basic information that they, are bird-like. They resemble humanoid birds. Sort of the really dry information.
Yeah.
Regular height, wingspan, age, expectancy. As far as language, that essentially that most of them speak Common. Some can speak Orin, which let me check on Orin. I feel like that's
Primordial language of the plane of air.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that.
I play an Aarakocra on Friday.
Ah, nice. And some have their own language, an Aarakocra language of sorts. It's usually localized and not spoken amongst all the tribes, but rather tribe to tribe has each have their own.
And I probably would have asked if there was any like information on, I guess, like local tribe.
That you don't find with the investigation
Okay.
check. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing local. You do learn that the tribes are pretty rare, usually in mountainous areas, remote mountainous areas.
Yeah. I'm guessing with like that type of thing, because I am still carrying around that stupid Aarakocra skull.
Yeah.
I'm like, would I be able to? I don't even know if they would even put that type of information in. Of like, oh, this is what their skeletons look.
I mean, it does look like I imagine they would. It's very dry information, so they probably have a breakdown of some of the that physiology, biology, and such. So yeah, I mean, it looks like an Aarakocra skull.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But there isn't much else that you find, unfortunately, with that roll, and that's about the time Thaxel comes in and tells you, like, Kinava appeared. Nina might be in trouble.
Yeah, we should go.
Should we? Or do we need to get there pretty fast?
It sounded like it. I mean, I think the more we stall, the more Dina may wind up in trouble. But
What time of night is it about? Damn.
It's just after around, and I guess it'd be a little after twilight for you now. It's probably 8:30 at night.
I would suggest, or say, like, if you want to end up possibly making somewhat of a scene and just dash there on our nightmares.
Wait, how far? I'm sorry. How far away is the tower from the Vault of Knowledge, or where Dina's at?
Let's see. It's northeast, so probably maybe like 20 minutes.
But we also have to get past like some guards. Or at least I probably would assume, because rich people.
Well, you can fly.
Yeah.
We have the cover of darkness. I wonder if, or maybe there's like another way in. I don't know.
Do either of you have the urchin background? I don't think so, right?
No.
I'm an urchin, I believe, because I had to have a small creature. I got the weasel, which I still have yet to do something.
Just hanging about in a backpack somewhere.
That poor weasel.
Starving.
Let's see. Well, while the three of you are planning, I'm going to jump back to Dina, who of course is still sitting uncomfortably in this meeting. as the meeting, it seems to be winding down. And I wonder, let me just see if what Kramash is going to reference here. He ends the meal with a threat to the 3 people that are essentially his underlings. Well, and it has the growl of the Dragonborn when he speaks. Scoots his chair back and stands up, whatever he was, I think like 7.5, 8 feet tall. Don't get any ideas on taking this and running away with it. This, and you hear him tap it with one of his claws, tink, 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 through his shirt. Stays on my person until you're ready, Roman. If any of you cross me, you'll find yourselves in the company of those mages. Pushes a chair out. Just walks out of the room. Slams the door behind him. Knocks his earbud out. And it's sort of the 3 of them left, kind of looking at one another. Rose stands up. Well, I think that's enough for me for one evening. I'll do my part in this matter. Please see that you all do too. Good night with you all. And steps out and kind of in a snooty manner walks around and out of the door. Waits for the other, either Dina or the other person to open the door for her. She walks over and sort of stands there.
Yeah, Dina would have, hustled over to...
Nice. And walks out. It's just Roman and Franz now. Make I guess either perception or investigation, Dina, if you want, since I know you're sort of intentionally listening to the conversation. Okay. I'll let you choose.
Let's go with investigation.
Okay.
Not good. That's an 8.
Okay. You hear the 2 of them are sitting just, across from one another. Roman's on one end of the table, and Franz is right around the corner there on the other side. And it becomes sort of a thing that runs another hour or so, the 2 of them talking. And you can't quite make out. Some of it's, they seem to be like almost like old frat brothers or something like that. They're chatting about ridiculous old times and crazy things they've done. And they speak softly at different times, and they use nondescript terms to... You can tell they're talking about something they don't want anyone else in the room to understand. Mm-hmm. But it's they're doing really well with that, unfortunately. So it's not quite sure.
Do I get the sense that they're kind of reminiscing stuff, or is this plotting stuff?
It's the stuff you can hear and understand easily is all reminiscing, and then they have a time in the middle there, and then they bring it back up towards the end where it seems like they're discussing potential plans.
Okay.
That they want to kind of keep quiet.
All right.
But during that time, of course, if Thaxel, because that's about an hour's worth of time before they wrap up, and Franz is potentially going to leave, but I will see what Thaxel, Valken, and Demalgus want to do.
Thaxel was trying to figure out how to... I'm assuming by then we would have made it somewhat close to this place.
Oh yeah, you would have arrived at the large wall that separates the Gilded Enclave from the rest of the city. So many guards. It's overkill. And I don't know, I imagine you probably would have seen this maybe at one point before, but all the more so at night. At each gate, there's gates to enter through the wall. There's probably anywhere from 8 to 12 guards as you kind of scout out the different gates that go into this area. If you're on foot and sort of looking from a distance between alleyways and stuff.
And Chromosh is left, correct? It's just Franz and... Okay.
Just Franz and Roman Tittlebits now.
And Chromosh, I would assume, lives in that...
Oh, yeah.
Heavily gated community.
Probably.
I think we had his house pointed out to us or something.
You know what? Thaxel, Valken, and Demalgus can roll perception checks. I think the timing might match up here.
Perception.
Yeah. All right, Demalgus.
That's a freaking 1.
That was a 10.
Oh.
All right, Demalgus.
Can you inspire someone with perception?
Yeah. Go for it.
Come on.
Oh, me?
Yeah, I'm giving both. Let's see, I have 3 total a day, or per long rest or whatever, per short rest. So.
Per short rest.
Is it D6 or D8?
You're level
D8.
6. D8, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
All right.
All right, let's have Demalgus roll a D8 here as well. Oh, Demalgus got an 8. All right, so he's got a 19.
That was a 1, so mine's at an 11. She is not very perceptive tonight.
Tell us what you see, Demalgus, with your special eyes.
Yes. He almost missed it, but when you were like, come on, and he happened to glance over and see, is that the person we're looking for? And he nods his head over. You're all sort of tucked behind some crates in an alley, just where the buildings open up, and you can see an open space like 80, 90 feet up from the edge of this part of the city to the wall, the grand wall of the Gilded Enclave. And out of the main set of double doors, this is you've gone along all the gates, and now you're right up near the docks. You see a very large dragonborn towering over the other guards. Everyone sort of gives him the room that he needs. And you see him shaking hands with the guards as he goes, yes, oh, yes. You can hear him kind of patting him on the, chatting him up and patting him on the shoulders. And they seem to be all about this dragonborn. He walks away from the gates and turns to your right and heads up to the docks. Mr. Malagus points him out to you.
Wait, so
that's the statue guy?
I believe so.
Is he like in an area where we can actually reach him, or is he like in like the special docks that we can't actually get?
No, the dock section itself is completely open, so you'll have access to, the docks.
Do y'all want to go tail this guy? Because I want to go tail this guy.
What would Demalagus do? Make a great bracelet. Just kidding. Well, if we can be quiet enough, perhaps Valken with his flight might be best for this task.
Yeah.
I'm really good with stealth, and I can also transform into something. I don't know. Let me see.
Oh, yes.
What's a really good stealthy creature?
Cat.
A cat.
A cat?
A giant spider.
Oh, like a tiger?
Panther.
Wait.
I was going to say a
Panther.
tiger. It's black.
Are you saying ew to a giant spider, even though you turned into a giant spider before?
Well, out of character. I don't like spiders. But no, Thax was all about it. But yeah, I could totally do tiger, lion, panther.
I mean, I'll say that cat is in there somewhere, and it is a beast, and you've seen a zillion of them. So if you wanted to do just a inconspicuous cat, you're certainly welcome to. Not that you have to, just that's an option.
I kind of think a tiger, panther, or any large cat would kind of be not conspicuous.
Oh, I'm supposed to be conspicuous? Oh, I'm sorry. I can
Panther is
transform.
there.
Yeah, Panther is there.
Um,
Oh, and I'm.
It has stealth of +6.
Oh,
That's very.
I'm looking at.
I'm just imagining a panther just kind of like sneaking around the dogs, hiding behind.
Well, it's at night. Well, and a cat has a +4.
I mean, there's a role play element too. So if it's something that makes a lot of sense to blend in, you might not even have to do a stealth check.
Oh well.
A cat would definitely, just a regular house cat will definitely
Yeah.
blend in. You just won't want to fight in it.
Well, no. Oh, heavens no.
You killed
Okay.
my cat.
Cats have +4 to stealth. Regular cats.
Well, panthers are a little big.
But again, you do what you want to do. That's just, I wanted to give you the info.
I turned into a baby panther.
Oh my god, can
Cry cat.
Okay, so as I tell the group, like I can turn into a black cat to blend in with the night, and then get close enough to him, and then I don't know if my cat self can pray to Akari, but I can try it then, and then maybe she could come deal with this guy. But I don't know. What do you think?
Malagus probably would not. I think he'd appreciate the plan. Yes, that's very good. Wise.
I'm guessing there would be no kind of like he's probably far off and like that, like any sort of like rooftop that I could just be like fly is like over there like 100
Well, what
feet.
Well, Falcon, what if you fly, and so you get an aerial perspective, and I will be a cat and tail him, and then we both pray to Akari at the same time, or like we'll just both pray, and then she'll hear us twice, and then she'll send her hot little servant over here and take care of this.
With our prayers combined.
Yes.
I figured more prayers are better than none.
Yes. Now we're tasked to see if there was any more of Algorn's tears. And I suppose there isn't a rush. We can see where he's going. Perhaps we can investigate once he leaves. Or see how it goes. The best laid plans and all.
I just like to rush in, you know?
I kind of don't want to mess with the hero of the city.
You just want to do a like tactical, like just go sneak and then come back and then reevaluate from there?
It might be wise, but I trust your instincts.
This is lame. I just want to hit somebody. Okay. I turn to Valken and say, okay, you fly. Just, do your owl thing. Keep an eye from above, and I will go kitty cat form and just pretend I like the guy.
Very well. Meet back here in, say, 2 hours?
Yeah, what are you going to do to Malagus?
Oh, I have some ideas. But I'll be here in 2 hours' time. I won't jeopardize your missions.
Keep a lookout for Dina.
Yes.
Okay. And then I go into a black cat.
Okay. Axel shifts down into the fuzzy black kitty cat. It really does blend into the night really well. And you can climb boxes and houses. I mean, really whatever you want, as a cat, as long as there's reach. And you really don't have any trouble tailing him through a heavy city. There's tons of room to be out of sight. Valken, I'd like you to roll a stealth check as you're sort of flying above, and that's a little easier, potentially easier spot if you're looking up.
That's an 8. What's the inspiration die count as?
With your own, like if you're
Yeah.
inspiring yourself, it's D8.
I think Randy's about
That's
to
an
hop
8.
on.
That's an 8 and a 7, so that's...
Hey, 15.
I can't do math.
That's why it's 15.
Oh, wait, but this is stealth. I forgot, I'm like double proficient.
Oh, okay.
So 8 and 7, 15 plus another 8. So
Oh,
that's...
yeah. All right.
Haha! You can't
are the
see
knight.
me. I am the knight!
Okay, the two of you seem to... Oop, that's not the right one. Okay. Follow him down through the docks. Seems to be taking a long way. For people that are out in the streets, he's toasted when he comes around. People drinking outside a tavern raise a mug to him. You see him stop at some beggars on the street and hand them some silver pieces, and just goes through the city being cheered and and helping those in need. Let me just switch the cameras here. Here we go.
Randy! I love that you were all wearing Santa hats and I am not.
And would it be possible also while I'm kind of like tailing him to also use another one of my 3rd level spell slots and send a message to Dina about what we're doing?
For what? Valken to do that?
Yeah.
I don't see why not. I mean, just check your spells. I think you've got plenty.
Yeah. Because I think I used one spell slot earlier that day for...
Yeah, you're fine then. You can send that if you have that as a spell.
Yeah. I used one earlier for... Okay, let me...
There we go.
Wait, what's the guy's name again?
Cromash.
Cromash.
Or douche, whichever one you want to go for.
Kivana informed us about Cromash tailing him by the dock. Need to make sure only tears. What are you planning to... I hope that went through.
That goes through as you're listening in on this conversation here, Dina, between Roman and Franz. You get this message in your head that runs through as Falcon spoken.
Cromash has all. Halfway out. We'll meet at tavern. Let Akari take him. And be back Meet at, she'll say, meet at tavern sometime after midnight. Let Akari take him.
Okay, Falcon, you get that reply as you're soaring through the warm winter air far up above the city with your supervision from being an owl, essentially. Or, Owl Aarakocra. And the two of you down at the docks. I'm sorry. Oh, Demalgus, I'm sorry. Let me fill you in. So I left it open for you because I wasn't sure what you'd want to do. Kramash left this meeting. Essentially, Akari sent Kianava to update Thaxel and said your friend Dina found this information. She may be in trouble. She's here and gave Thaxel the mental image of the location she was at. And said, we need to make sure that he doesn't have... He had, the Algorn's tears in that vial around his neck. We need to make sure he doesn't have any more elsewhere, stashed elsewhere. Once we're sure, call me, and I'll come and take care of him. And Thaxel asked what if, she wants to take care of him. And Kiana was like, yeah, that's fine too, but if you need me, call. And so Thaxel went and told Valka to Demalgus, and you all went down towards the Gilded Enclave. You checked gate after gate after gate, but it's heavily protected and armed with like 8 to 12 guards at each gate. But as you reached the last gate, right near the docks, you saw Kramash come out and shake hands and pat, the guards on doing his routine. And decided, Valken and Thaxel decided to pursue him. Valken's flying, Thaxel shifted into a black cat, and Thaxel asked Demalgus, and what's your plan? So I just said that, I have some ideas. I'll meet you back in an hour and a half here, so you could do anything you want or nothing or whatever you'd like. I tried to leave it open for you.
Demalgus is just getting high at...
No judgment. No judgment.
Jerk.
Oh, your mic might be...
Your mic's...
Mm.
No, I think it's just muffled against your jacket. Or a shirt.
Is this better?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so much better.
Can you hear my sexy voice?
You were like...
It was at a weird angle, sorry.
You're in a tunnel.
All right, that should be okay. Sound all right?
Perfect, yep.
Much better.
Lovely. All right. Yeah, so I have no idea what to do because I've been here for 30 seconds. So
I can come back to you too if you like. If you'd like
yeah,
a minute.
please come back
Sure.
to me in
Okay.
a minute or two. Thank you.
So in the meanwhile, as Demalgus is sorting out, which plan to go with, Valken and Thaxel, you're essentially tracking him successfully. Again, he's walking down through the docks, giving silver pieces to the poor and getting cheered outside taverns and so on and so forth. He's taking this long way, very showy long way through the docks until he actually gets down to the port section where the actual docks are. And you see him walk down past a few larger merchant ships until he arrives at the very end of the dock, where there's this massive... it's bigger than a merchant ship. It looks like it deals with merchant wares and transporting goods, but also there's an air of luxury to it. And you can read along the back. It's the name of the boat is the Lichbane. And mind you, it brings to mind that he's credited for defeating the Lich that almost took over the city, like whatever that was, 10 years ago or something. Hence the statue and the title. And he goes up the gangplank, up onto the deck of the ship, and walks towards the back, where you would enter to go down into the captain's quarters. And so Thaxel, I think that you catch him at least going down the docks, up the gangplank. If you want to continue to see where he goes in the boat, you may. Valken, from your vantage point, you'd be able to see him go into the like captain's quarters off the deck on the back. Thaxel, you know, it might be a little more risky with a cat going on the ship.
Yeah.
But that's up to you, of course.
Would
Yeah.
I have to make an additional stealth check to like? Wait, would I know where the captain's quarters like and it like comes out with like, you know, like the back of the boat type of balcony
knows
thing?
Nothing. You know what? Go ahead and roll a history check in case you heard it in the inn. I just like that Valken's so sheltered.
15 plus whatever, probably a 1.
Yeah, I mean, you've heard stories. You know that's, you know, on the back of the ship. This one looks slightly different in design than most of the other ships, and that it's a bit grander, the captain's quarters in the back here. And the windows, where they're usually larger windows to allow you to see, you know, all around, there seem to be smaller windows. And you know, make an investigation check if you would, with advantage because you've got a pretty good vantage point.
Well, that's a 20. Natural 20.
All right. There are bars on the outside of the windows of the captain's quarters. Heavy steel bars, close enough to disallow a person, humanoid, from escaping or getting in, but they're on the outside, which is a little strange.
Like, would I be able to kind of like fly over and still kind of be stealth and kind of like be able to peer through some sort of window to kind of just see what he's doing with
you'd
some
have
difficulty?
You'd have to roll a new stealth check, probably with disadvantage. It's, you know what, you've got your really good sight now. I would roll a new stealth check though, just a stealth check and then an investigation check, if you want to pursue that.
Oh,
because,
that's 2 for stealth.
Okay. So you are sort of.
I'll roll my investigation as well, but.
Okay.
And that's a 17 for investigation. So.
Okay.
Wait, but my stealth would be 10 total for stealth.
Okay. You're circling around and you sort of swoop down closer to get a better view. Not right on the deck of the ship because you've got pretty good sight, but you get moderately close to be able to see. And it's just your poor luck that one of the sailors on the ship walks around the deck and like, oh, hey, who's that? Who's there? And, you know, you kind of disappear back into the darkness a bit. They see your form moving around. But you're a little bit out of sight because you rolled a 10. However, while you were swooping by looking close, there are curtains drawn on most of the windows, but one of them was parted slightly. And inside, what did you roll again on that? What was your total for investigation?
17 total for investigation.
You see Ulamar, or Kramash Ulamar, standing in front of what appears to be like a 700-gallon fish tank with some humanoid-like creature inside it.
Oh, crap.
And the water inside has a little bit of a glow. And that's all you kind of catch as you fly by.
Okay. I'm guessing I probably would not know what this creature is.
Not what?
I probably would not know what this creature is, I'm guessing.
No, you made out that it was a humanoid of some sort, but in the water, in the tank.
Do I still see Valken kind of flying?
Yeah, you
Above
hear
me?
one of the sailors shout, and they're sort of looking around in the darkness for him. Actually, make another stealth check, Falcon, if you would.
Yep. That'd be a 21 total.
Off the keyboard.
Okay. They've lost sight of you. They're looking.
Yes, for stealth.
Nice. So you see that going on, Paxel. And Malgus, whenever you've got something, let me know. If you do. No.
Well, yeah, so they're going to be doing that. I'll tell you what, I'm going to keep an eye out, but I'm going to try to find a little shadowy area where I'm less likely to be spotted and just sort of keep an eye on the area just to make sure if anybody comes or running this way, I'll be able to see them.
Okay. And Thaxel?
I am probably perched on a barrel in an alley, just kind of like watching the ship. I don't want to board the ship or anything like that. I'm just kind of watching and also keeping an eye on Valken because I have a feeling I may have to go save his ass.
Nice. Make an investigation check if you would, Thaxel, as you're watching the boat. And you can do it with advantage because you have a pretty good perch here.
14.
Okay. You don't have a ton of experience with boats, but you do see the sailors are loading a lot of materials onto it and preparing things in a manner that you've seen before, shortly before boats depart. So you get the feeling that that boat might be leaving soon.
Okay. I'm going to, I don't know if Valken can hear me. I'm going to meow, and see if I can get his attention. Meow, 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 meow.
Make a performance check, a cat.
Oh my god. What is my weapon? Oh my god, it's a -1. Okay, come on.
I assume owls would
Cats have a -1 charisma? You have a -1 charisma.
Oh, I'm on
That's right.
I'm on a cat. Never mind.
No, it's your charisma.
It's still mine. Okay. Dang it.
And Val can
Strength, dex, and con
if you
are what you get.
Okay, -1, yeah. Oh!
Okay.
18.
Nice.
Nice.
What's your perception, Valken?
Like make a perception roll? Or
yeah.
Like, what is it?
Please.
That's a 7.
Oh, brutal. However,
Best performance of my
use
life.
my
With
last
the
bardic
18
inspiration to
performance.
inspire myself?
The average beats 10 between the two of you. So, you hear this god awful cat meow that sounds like something's dying or being made. Like what?
Yeah.
You kind of look around with
your
your vision, and you're like, oh, that's the black cat that Thaxel turned into, off in an alley up on the docks, past the docks.
I sounded like an angel for the record.
Okay, heavenly cat meow. Yeah, rings. Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah, I sang the "What's up, pussycat?" Whoa, whoa. That's what I was doing.
Meow,
Meow, meow, meow.
Nice.
Tom
That's a
Jones.
catchy tune for a cat, and you will make that canon then. And you spot Thaxel.
Yeah. Is Thaxel kind of like indicating anything?
So what Thaxel's gonna do is look at. Okay, Valken landed near her, right?
Or at least is
Are you landed or? Oh, okay. So I'm gonna try to put my paws up like I'm praying.
Oh,
Meh,
what?
meh.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Alright. Okay. Yeah. So I guess I'll pick up from that or understand from that and start praying to Akari.
And
I
Thaxel's
need to
gonna
figure out what the hell.
Thaxel's gonna do the same thing. Can she do that in cat
Does
form?
Akari just hear meows?
Little suck.
You retain your intelligence, so yeah, you can.
Okay,
You
okay,
can pray.
okay.
What is it you guys want to pray?
I'll pray to Akari saying, what is it? Akari, Kromosh is leaving wait, no, I wouldn't know Kromosh is leaving.
No.
Kromosh has the tears and has some sort of. I guess I would probably also tell her about the some sort of her being in a tank. If that has any relation to the tears, I don't know if any of your people disappeared. And he's on his boat, so I don't know if he's gonna be doing anything with the boat soon, but might be important to deal with this now.
Okay. And Thaxel?
So she's going to keep her eyes open, but she's gonna be like, "Hey, girl, sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. Your hot chick servant girl told me to do this. So we're at the docks. There's this ginormous ship, like ginormous. It's called the Lichbane. Krabash is on there. He has the tears with him. It looks like the ship is going to be leaving soon, from what I can tell. So if you could get your ass over here and like start a war or something, so I could hit something too, that would be fantastic. But yeah, here's my prayer, bitch. Woo!
Excellent.
You would not know
That
what to
explains
do.
your charisma.
Exactly.
Awesome. Let's see. All right. So around the same time, I think that Dina's, the meal's wound down, and Franz leaves. Roman goes back about his business, and gosh, what was her name? Marie, was it?
Mm-hmm. Marie.
Oh, thank you. Good. Marie's. Oh dear. Well, I think that you may have impressed the master. You did fine work today.
Thank you.
Here's today's pay, and she digs through a pocket and takes out a little satchel. Let's see how much. For one day.
2 copper.
Nice. 34 silver, which is pretty good for a day of.
If it was Dina for real, she would be like, "Bitch, you expect me to stay quiet for that?"
Nice.
But she's got an image, so
neat.
She'll take it.
Okay. All right. Where's my
34 silver. She's insulted.
It's like getting a quarter after cutting someone's huge lawn or something like that.
Exactly.
Are you kidding me? Where was I? Something I'm pulling up here. So that winds down, and she thanks you again for your service, and says that if you have a good chance of doing well here, should you wish to return.
What time should I be back in the morning?
Well, no later than 10:30, I would say, in the morning, should you wish to resume your duties here.
Yes, sir. Yeah, she'll do the whole curtsy bob.
Nice. She walks you through past the next pantry, and where is it? Sorry, I had it in my notes. Now I don't. So,
A bomb goes off.
yes. Well, as far as keeping quiet, and the bonus for your silence, she opens up a cabinet that has. It's sort of like one of those multi-tiered spice racks with the little holes in that you can place the spices in, except it's little vials, and they're potions.
Ooh.
And she says, please choose any potion you wish here. We have plenty potions abound, of course, given the nature of the business. And these are all of very good quality.
What do I see as potions? What am I looking at?
Ooh, let's see. Okay, so for potions, you see... where is it? You see one potion that is a clear liquid. This clear liquid floats at the top of its container and has cloudy white impurities drifting in it.
Okay.
You see another one that is full of this yellowish liquid and has an eyeball that's bobbing in it.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. And where's this? Okay. And you see a transparent liquid that has floating in it this sliver of this giant fingernail.
Oh no, gross.
So they look gross.
Yeah, those are gross.
Let's see what else. It'd probably be where's the other one that I? Okay. And lastly, there's a blue potion that bubbles and steams almost near the top as though it's boiling.
Oh, that looks interesting. That's the one she'll take.
Ah, good choice. This one, she kind of swirls it around a bit and hands it to you. This is a potion of heroism. Essentially, it's a rare potion, so you chose well. For 1 hour after drinking it, you gain 10 temporary hit points that last for 1 hour. For the same duration, you are under the effect of the Bless spell, no concentration required.
Nice.
So I will make sure I put that right away into your inventory so I don't forget that down the road. Oops.
Hashtag blessed.
Yeah. Nice.
Yep.
Yes, Bill.
Oh, you're putting it in my inventory for me?
Yeah, but it's got to be in
Oh, okay, I was scrolling through the items already.
Oh, nice. If you want to put it in, go right ahead then. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Neat. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Not a problem.
Okay. And you're free to go to step outside. It's still a lot of people cleaning and picking up and setting up for the next morning here. This next crew, this night shift, has come in to take your place. There's fresh air outside, salty sea air, of course, as you step outside. There's a couple guards that are with you to escort you back to the gate. And I think we'll take her bio break there, since it's about that time.
Well, she knew she was supposed to go back and meet with Professor Tittlebit. She was supposed to go straight to him.
Okay.
And so she would be doing that. She would not be leaving. That's why she told them she would be back sometime after midnight.
Okay.
Because she knows that she still has something that she has to keep this up as long as she can.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me do a roll and see where he would have asked you to. Okay.
I'm pretty sure he said come by his house. I think they had already set that.
Okay. All right. So you tell the guards, which were previously instructed by Professor Tipplebits, to escort you to his house before heading out. So you approach. Definitely, well, every house here belongs to someone of wealth, great wealth. among these fantastic houses, this one's a bit modest, but still essentially a mansion in its own right. They approach and ring the bell for you, and a moment later, you hear like a sort of a mad shuffle up to the door. The door swings open. Oh dear! Oh, I've been expecting you. Please, please. Oh, such a vision. Come in, won't you? Thank you, gentlemen. You couldn't wait outside. Please, dear. And he holds out his hand. A soda.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Takes your hand and walks you in. And that's where we'll take our bio break. Neat. All right, let's do this.
Alrighty.
So for those who don't know, of course, we take a 8 to 10 minute bio break. And I'm going to go make some coffee, and then we'll be back, and we'll figure out what's going to go down. Neat. Okay. All right, catch you all shortly. Yay.
And, yeah.
Oh, my legs. Fireball. One of my favorite spells. All the destruction! And I'd like to play a sorcerer too, so I can get like the sculpt spell. So it doesn't hurt the people I don't want it to hurt. Christmas hat. Picture of Falcon. Cool. Alright, I'm just gonna sit here and eat some peanut butter cups, so. Yummy. Love my peanut butter cups. Welcome back, Kev.
I don't know if you can see chat from Discord, but Cleric, but that Dina would have prayed to Akari on the way to the professor's house about Chromosh having all the tears, and she can't drop the potion into her inventory because it's in the DMG.
Okay. No problem. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't see that. All right. Okay, let's see. I believe it's in here.
Having some more cranberry hard cider that we have.
Ooh, that sounds good, Gav. Sounds real good, actually.
Essentially just like hard cranberry juice.
Sold. Alright, let me
So just cranberry juice to get you
perfect.
and suddenly bubbling.
Nice. Got a bag of peanut butter cups. My stocking. Yeah.
Nice. Is your cat meowing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta put it, they knock over the lighting, and the lighting is really expensive because it's production lighting, so they have to stay in the bathroom with their food and water and litter box and stuff until I'm done. They don't like it. Yeah.
Let me out, Dad!
Yeah. All right, let's see.
Did you get your kids Smash Brothers for?
Yeah, well, I got it for Rachel back on the 7th because that's, you know, it came out and there was like extra points you could earn for getting it early. So I got it for her then. I got like 4 or 5 little fun games. The Pokemon game, that was free. Some pirate ship game.
Like Pokemon, like the
the Cube one, that new free one that you can play like on your phone.
Oh yeah, that one.
Pokemon Quest, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Stardew Valley.
Nice.
Something else. I got Rachel Just Dance 2019. And a second dock, because we have another room, a workout room. And That way she can just take the switch and put it in the dock out there. Not have to move a bunch of stuff just to be able to do like the Just Dance, things and stuff. I mean, she's usually on the treadmill, the elliptical, or something else, but sometimes she likes to do the Just Dance. Now, I like to eat peanut butter cups.
Now, Rachel is your daughter or your wife?
Wife.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. My daughter doesn't like working out.
Oh.
She always wants to, but
I don't blame her.
Right? I'm like, hey, if you want to, I'll support you. But if you don't worry about it.
There are much more enjoyable ways.
Yeah, one of the streamers I was watching, she was actually doing Just Dance. I was playing Fallout 76 at the time, so I just basically heard the music and her being like, "Ah, crap, I'm dying." And doing very cheesy, or catching glimpses of very cheesy choreography to Last Christmas, which I despise with my very being. That's one
awesome.
of the worst Christmas songs ever.
So Dan, I don't know if you saw my note, but because it's a DMG item, I can't access it to put it in my inventory. So
okay.
And if you want to throw the potion of, I don't know.
I popped it in there. I didn't see it, but
Okay.
Kev let me know, so I put the potion of heroism in there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And about the praying thing.
Yep. Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
And Akari's now is like, stop praying, gosh. You guys don't shut up.
Dina has no idea, but Dina has no idea about you guys, other than the message that you gave her.
Yeah.
So.
I think we said that we were going to follow him, and
right, and that's why she came back like, no, back off. He has all of the tears.
That boat is. I hope they don't destroy the boat, so that we can get the boat and rename it the Bitch Bane.
See, you got to understand, the key to staying alive is to pick your fights, which means don't pick fights.
I know.
Especially fights that eat. I mean, why?
Valken would probably not actually try to attack the boat. He's not an idiot. In that sense.
Well, you clarified it.
He's naive, but he's not stupid.
He's new.
Yes, I totally can go and kill that dragon by myself. Totally. I'm invincible.
I got the dragons.
Well, at some point I'll be able to seduce a dragon. I seduced the dragon. Gosh dang it.
I don't know about that.
Dragons
I think Thaxel has a better chance. Thaxel and Dina have a better chance of that than you do.
But I have high charisma.
I have no
So
charisma.
I have a lot of charisma. I also have scales and speak the language.
All right. Oh, yikes. Okay, I'm going to put us back. I think Malgus is on the lookout anyway. Dina, you are over there. You've prayed on your way to Professor Tibblebits. All right. Malkin and Thaxel, you've prayed as you watch more of the ship getting packed up as they're ready to depart. Let's tackle Dina's first, because we haven't. I've been away from Dina for a little bit. So, you're in here with this pompous idiot, Professor Tibblebits. That's pulls your seat out and pushes in. He's got a couple servants to bring out some food, minor snacks and things like that. A cheese tray and some wine. And he tops your wine glass like way off, and then gives like half
Go
of
for
his.
it, She's like, really? Wine? Okay. Look, I've pounded him back with half orcs. Go.
Nice.
No, she's not saying this. Trust. No, she's not saying this. But she's just like, yeah, she's like watching him pour it off. She's,
leave the bottle.
Yeah. No, she's doing demure and yeah.
Oh, yes. Well, you kept me waiting so long, dear. Oh my! Please don't allow the suspense to stay any longer. Do tell. Do tell. Was there a meeting after all tonight?
Yes, there was. There
Ooh,
was.
I
It was.
see. And any plans for the business my brother spoke of?
He's gonna be getting a lot of money. And I mean building, he's talking about a new building.
Oh.
And yeah. And new equipment and just really, I mean, it's gonna get.
Oh, he's doing this all in secret, that bastard. Oh, dear, this is not good. This is not good for me. Oh, he's already kept me out of... But you did fine, dear. You did marvelous.
Thank you. And he's working with some other people. I mean, he's got one of the people. They had this vial, and it had this really strange water in it that it was constantly moving. And that's, I mean, your brother said that he was going to be able to do really amazing things with it, that he was going to be rich 10 times over or more.
That bastard. He's found something rare, hasn't he? Plans to keep it all to himself.
Now, one of the other people that was at the meeting had it. He didn't have it himself. He's going to be getting some soon to make things with.
Dear, would you consider continuing your work there to learn more of this?
I suppose.
Yes, that will work well. I need to know more about what this material is, where my brother plans on building a new base of operations. Any more details on this that you can find?
Oh, okay.
Yes. What could it be? Terrible, terrible man. I can't believe it. I'm sorry that you were subjected to his presence for so long. I know it can only be stomached for so long.
Well, I mean, the man that had the vial around his neck, he scared me a lot.
Oh, dear. Well, I don't want to put you in jeopardy. Do your best to steer clear of any danger, please. I don't want to have your death on my conscience.
Oh, I mean, oh, you don't think that it's that dangerous? I mean, I don't.
Not.
They did hit the other servant girl.
Oh. No, I couldn't ask you to continue then. Ah, my brother. What manner of cohorts is he keeping? That is depraved to strike a lady. So you topped your glass off with another.
They were talking about all kinds of horrible things.
Really?
It was very frightening. And I mean, she's keeping the head down, and she's working up the tears.
Oh, there,
Just the damp lashes.
Ah, nice. oh, dear, yes. There, you're safe here with me, and this might work toward my advantage. See, our father technically runs the business, and if he hears that Roman has less than lawful dealings, would you be willing to write down, and he snaps his fingers to the servants, the inkwell, please, the quill and paper. Would you be willing to write down the deeds of which he spoke? I may be able to unseat him, which would put me in a much better position to help you, and that's really what's most important to me.
Oh, all right. By the way, she's casing the joint as she's been sitting there.
Nice. I mean, he's wealthy, so there's a number of things.
Yeah.
There's quite a few servants. The one thing you've noticed here, and gathered from some of the people talking and such, is that there's a boatload of security. There's a boatload of... there's a very safe feeling for those that reside here. However, they pay through the nose to someone to keep it that way.
Right.
However, in here, there's some, some knickknacks, some silver here, so, silver mirrors, silver platters, some gold.
Things that she can easily pocket and get out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what she's looking for. This is, jewelry, jewels, that kind of thing.
Gotcha. There's a knickknacks. You find a number of knickknacks, some of which appear to be made out of... They're smaller, but they seem to be made of gold. Some have some jewels put in them.
She'll wait till the opportunity presents itself. Hopefully he'll leave her alone for a few minutes and at some point, or when he goes to sleep.
Good luck.
Let's see. Let me do a roll and see what he's going to do. Okay.
She's going to disguise her handwriting, by the way, as she writes this.
Okay.
She's she'll disguise her handwriting.
Okay. So you as you write these things out, he just becomes completely wrapped up in the things you've written, and he's shaking his head a little bit in disbelief, but also like there's some acceptance there. And he says, But while he's doing that, that's a chance as you sort of step up. The two of you are kind of walking around after you've written that. Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check to see if you can grab some of these knickknacks.
Okay.
Oh.
No, I cannot.
No.
Oh.
Nope.
Okay.
Sleight of hand, that was a 2.
Oh, bummer. You find some, and you find that every time you go to grab one, there's another servant. Like, they are hyper vigilant here. Very frustrating.
Yeah. Or he bumps her or something like that.
He is just this is soaking up all his mental energy now, and he's... I can't believe this, dear. I must go at once. I must go to my father. See me...
You can't... That paper, you're not going to take the paper, are you? What if he finds out it was me?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay, we're not using that.
What will you die?
Persuasion, that's an 18.
Yeah, he thinks, pauses and thinks from him. Yes. Yes, I can't have anything happen to you. Well, many of the things you've written down here fit in with suspicions I've had for a long time, as well as my father. I feel that I can find a way to confirm these things without implicating you. I will keep this here. Actually, that was a pretty good roll. There's a little fireplace that has a very low fire in it because it's springtime. But it's the beginning there. He crumples it up and tosses it in the fire, and it burns and burns away.
Saves her from having to do firebolt.
Nice. Yes. I must go though. Please meet up with me again soon. Tomorrow, if you're able. In class, let's say.
The housekeeper Marie, she told me I had to be back at work at 10:30. So, but yeah, I will.
Tomorrow night, then. I have a late class tomorrow, and will be far from prying ears at the university.
Oh, all right, tomorrow night.
Lovely, dear. I cannot wait to see you then. And he just goes in for a kiss, I think, because he's totally dirtbagging.
Sure, go for it.
He's got like one of those wet kisses. It's just a little too wet for some reason.
Oh yeah, but she's playing it up. She's got the arms wrapped around the neck. She's pressing into him with the leg up.
Nice. So, he kind of wipes his mouth because he's so such a wet kiss. Yes, I look forward to our next. The
little forked tongue comes out, licks her lips.
See him sort of adjust his trousers a bit. Yes. Well, good. I look forward to our next rendezvous. Please see that she finds her way safely back to where you staying?
Once I'm out of the gate, I can. I'll be all right.
Oh, very well. Of course. Gentlemen, you may enter. And he calls down the hallway to the front door. One of the servants opens it, and the guards have been waiting out there. And they escort you to the gate, where there's
Excellent.
like 11 different guards guarding it as you walk through. But you're back into the regular part of the city. And the docks off to your left up north, and of course the tavern.
Do I know that the rest of the group is at the docks?
I don't know, Valken, is there any update that you wanted to give Dina or anything? Not that you have to. Or Demalagus, is there anything that you wanted to? I mean, Demalagus, if you're still there watching, I think you were watching, you'll see Dina come out of this gate because it's the one nearest the docks.
I'll mosey on over to her.
Okay.
Hey, it's time to GTFO.
Oh, really? Well, Axel and Bird Boy are out there spying on that dragon prick.
Yeah, it's time to GTFO.
All right.
I'm gonna go, and she's like, "I'll meet you back at the tavern. I'm gonna grab my shit."
Okay. See you there.
All right. If I'm not there, if anything goes wrong, we meet just outside of town.
Sure.
Okay.
Remember, you have the nightmare, just in case.
I'm counting on it.
Yeah, me too.
So yes, you too. You too.
Right.
He speaks Draconic, Infernal.
Draconic, yeah.
They would have had this conversation in Draconic.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
We've done that before.
Yep. Yeah,
Excellent.
definitely. Just like she and Thaxel have usually end up talking in Draconic, so just because it's easier.
Does everybody speak Draconic in the party?
I don't know.
I-
Not Valken. I feel like
I
yeah.
do.
Valken doesn't, of course not.
I
Yeah.
speak Undercommon.
Well, I can use that. I can
Well,
translate.
yeah, I don't think most people up here would be probably speaking Undercommon.
No.
Yeah.
They probably have common in some sort of other language.
Ari and Rhea don't. Bummer.
Yeah.
But still, that's good. So
Yeah,
two
we
of you.
can translate it around easy enough. But yeah, so she's the conversations happened in Draconic. She's at the tavern, getting her stuff and making her way out of town.
Okay. And Demalgus, you were.
I'm going to attempt to alert my compatriots to what's going on because last time I checked, they were still sort of wandering around over there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Meow.
So
Meow, meow,
I'd be
meow.
kind of like flying outside of the boat.
Are you? Oh, I think you're
Still-
down by Thaxel the cat. So Demalgus.
Yeah, I probably had gone over to Thax, landed and gone over to Thaxel by now.
Okay, yeah, you see, the obvious Valken next to a black cat, and meow, 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 meow.
I start petting her.
Wait, what? Just as strange. Okay, that's them.
I could hit them both with lightning bolt right now.
Meow.
Wow.
And Dina would not blame you.
Dina, they died. It was terrible. Let's go.
Right,
You
let's
were
go.
the worst. The absolute worst.
She would have made sure Thassos mourned you properly.
Oh.
Oh wow.
I'm so sad now.
She would have missed you the most.
So Demalgus, you approach. They're still like in an alleyway that's just before the dock area, overlooking the giant ship, Lichbane.
God, that's a big ship. All right. Hello. What's going on? What are you doing?
Meow.
Oh God, you're.
Well, I don't know.
At this
exactly
point,
what
I'm going to
she's
jump
saying.
onto Malicus's back.
Nice.
I don't know exactly what she's saying, but I did see him go into the boat, and
There's a cat up there. Yeah.
at this point, would I have like noticed people moving stuff onto the boat? Or
Make an investigation check if you want. Yeah, if you've been watching, sure.
It's an 8 plus 1.
You're just too unfamiliar with it. I mean, you see him doing that, but it doesn't mean anything to you.
Yeah.
Well, you can make an investigation check if you want, since you arrive and you see this going on.
Sure.
But yeah, I would have told him. I would say, "Oh, there's he's in the boat, and he has some weird person in a fish tank. Don't know what that's about." Oh, and there's a bunch of bars on the windows. It's kind of creepy.
I got an 11, so not great, but
Meow.
Something's up. I mean, I think with an 11, you can probably get the gist. You think, well, maybe they're loading up. I mean, they're clearly loading. Maybe that means that they'll be heading out soon.
Oh, and I would have said that I prayed to Akari. Because this furball told me to.
Meow.
Did you get a response?
They did. You hear from the rooftop next to you. You look up. Kinava's sitting on the edge of the roof, looking down at the three of you. Again, that faint little breeze, zephyr washes over you, almost perfumed as in your inner presence. You did indeed. Thaxel.
Meow.
Hey, girl. Do you
That's the
still
best.
want to be a part of this? Or shall I deal with him alone?
Okay, at that point, I hop off of Demalicus's back and I go back into my normal self. Am I gonna die though? Can I have like a guarantee that I'm not gonna die but still kick ass?
I
Can you protect me?
feel confident in my abilities. You can watch if you wish instead.
Yeah, I'll watch.
Ooh, this sounds exciting.
Dina is gathering her things and preparing to leave.
Oh, you ran into Dina.
Yeah, she said she'd meet at the inn, but if she was intercepted or something happened, just to meet outside of town.
Oh. So I shouldn't go in and fight this person. I should just watch, right?
I'd kind of like to rob his house, honestly, but...
Oh, no. After, yeah, no. We'll loot after.
He's going to be a bit busy being murdered.
Yeah, but how are we going to get into his house? Kind of.
I don't know. I wish I had more time to plan.
I mean, do you not see this gorgeous goddess right here who's about to take on this whole entire ship? Right? As I look at Kianava.
He just has sort of a light smile.
Or are you just going after Kramash? Like, what's your plan? Maybe that's what I should ask.
I only need to take the head of this crew. That's all. If anyone defends him, then I shall join him.
Okay, now Dina wants in.
If you three wouldn't mind making a perception check, the three of you at the docks.
Big roll.
Dirty 20.
Ooh, nice.
Not natural 20.
Okay.
It's called a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. And it must be referenced as such forevermore because it's hilarious. She turns down towards the docks. Oh, look. He's coming to us. And you turn down, and not that he's coming towards you per se, but he's walking up the docks, and standing right in front of him on the docks is Kianava. You kind of look back up. Wait. She's not on the roof anymore.
Does she have teleport? I'm guessing she is.
She's a goddess. Step or, she does whatever she wants and however she does it. She's amazing.
All right, so somebody needs to let me know this is going down because.
I'm gonna tell Dina, or use my last 3rd level spell slot to tell Dina. Kianava is gonna go kill Kromosh and take his head.
On my way.
Awesome. You hustle back over.
Oh yeah, she's already changed. The full makeup is done, and she's there.
Excellent. All right, yeah, you find yourself like nearly there. You pick up the pace, like, oh, I've got to get there. And it's a pretty good spot. They're about 50, 60 feet away from where Thaxel and Valken and Tamalagus are perched. Of course, you'd see them you'd spot the cat, the owl person, and the
I'm myself again.
Oh, right. Okay, thanks. That's. I mean, you know your crew. That you see them as you approach. You're like, okay, you're behind a couple barrels and crates and stuff that have been unloaded here in this alleyway. And you see her just face to face with Kramash Ulamar here, and she's probably, I don't know. I feel like she's not short, but like 5'4", 5'5". So he's a few feet over her. Just sort of like, who is this and why have they shown up? And you can't quite make out what they're saying from here. You see her simply talking and just kind of waving a hand like this, blah, 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 blah. You see him just raise his backhand to smack her. And it's as though this massive gust of wind comes out of nowhere and blows him back a good 50 feet into a big pile of crates on the edge of the dock there. Her completely unscathed, still standing in the same position, starts walking over toward him. He pushes some crates and smashes them out of the way and stands up and draws a great sword off his back. and starts charging her. And as he does, is again this wind resistance that he's trying to like walk against and press against, as she just continues to advance. She gets right up in his face, and he's sort of like down on, like in a track starting position, down on one knee to not be blown backwards. She raises her backhand, slaps him across the face, and knocks him about 10 feet to the side down the docks. He gets up, and he's got blood trickling down from his mouth. Took a strong hit on his jaw there. And she begins to advance once again. And let's see, what would she have? She raises one arm up in the air above her head as she's walking towards him. And above the two of them, these clouds start to gather. Rain starts to pour out of it down on the docks, just in this like 50-foot circle. It turns to sleet. You see ping, 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 and hail starting to bounce off the docks there, pelting him with these golf ball sized pieces of hail. Let's see, he's green dragonborn, so he doesn't have any resistance to cold or anything. And he's standing up against it because he's this big dragonborn, but he's still getting hurt pretty bad. Let's see, I'm going to give him a chance to... Okay. He takes from his back a hatchet with his left hand and throws it at Kianava. And as it approaches, she just simply like glides sideways and just back over onto the sandy beach behind the docks. And you can hear her not raising her voice, but there's just this soft tone to her voice that carries across the wind. He drops his greatsword, puts it down in the wood of the dock, reaches inside his... He's got sort of a leather-based, not rogue-like, but just a fine attire chest piece on. Some of the people, the sailors on the ship, are racing down the gangplank to help him. Some of the people from the docks, you see people running out to assist him. He takes out this looks like a rather large seashell, like a conch almost. And you see her take a step back for the first time in this encounter. And she points to it. Again, you can't quite hear what she's saying, but she's like pointing toward it. And he stands back upright, and takes a huge breath. She starts rushing at him. Again, for the first time in this encounter, she's making a fast advance.
How far away are they from us right now?
Let's see, like about 15 feet back, so they're about 65, 70 feet.
Excellent. I think it's time for Dina to intervene. Yeah. I gotta check the distance on this, but I'm pretty sure it's like 120 feet.
Nice.
Oh. 90 feet, actually. Okay, that'll work. So she's seen him go down to cold. She is going to cast Chromatic Orb at him before he can hit the conch.
Okay.
So
is that
it's a ranged spell attack.
Oh, okay.
So let me get this done. I think I have. It's a +7, I think.
Ooh, nice.
Yep. Okay. So that's I don't know if that's going to hit or not. That's a 17.
You toss the chromatic orb. and it varies slightly in size as it races down across the beach up to the docks and goes right past him, shatters on the side of the boat behind him. Ice freezes out along the side of the boat.
She's moving forward 30 feet, and
Ooh, okay.
she's engaging.
Okay.
She's getting into this fight.
If this works, can Daxel, after seeing Dina do something, can she try to attempt to throw him off his game just a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He hasn't noticed any of you yet, so it's all like a surprise round, considered a surprise round. So you each get to do something.
Perfect. Okay.
Oh, so would I have had advantage on that then?
If it grants you advantage.
I think if you're surprised.
Oh,
I don't know if it's for everybody, if it's just rogues. You get advantage on surprise rounds.
Oh, sorry. I don't know. She's thinking. She's going to probably do wind wall and shape it. Well, no, because that's gonna just throw Kianava off too. Never mind. She's gonna call lightning because why not?
Nice.
I haven't done it before, so she's going to cast call lightning. I'm reading it. So I'm going to point it over Krabash. Kianava's not within 5 feet of that point, right?
Let's see. She was racing up. It's tough to tell from here. She's near it, but doesn't seem to be quite there.
Okay.
8 feet away.
I'm going to kind of focus it like on his tail because it's going to hit him, but I really don't want it to hit her. Or that's what I'm trying to aim for. So he needs to make a dex saving throw.
Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think it's just rogues, Dina. In the page 189 of the player's handbook is where it covers it, and in the general.
All right, I was just curious. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. No, thank you for bringing it up. I'd like to check. I don't want to jip anybody. Okay, which check? I'm sorry, Thaxel. It was a
dex.
Ah, okay. A 19.
That probably. Stop. I don't know what my DC is. Hold on. Oh, yeah, no.
8 plus 3.
It's a 14. Okay, so I'm still going to roll, and he takes still half damage.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Yes! Okay, so that's 10, 20, 23 halved.
Okay.
11.
So 11. I think it's rounded down for players and for PCs. All right.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
If I'm outdoors, oh no, she summoned the storm. Never mind.
Oh, gotcha. Like if there is a storm already.
If it was an existing storm, then I get control of it.
Well, you know what? I'll allow it because Kianava technically made a storm.
Okay. That means okay. So I control that storm now. Instead of creating a new one. So I just used her storm to call the lightning down, and I get an extra D10 because of that. So yes, that's an extra 8. So 19 points of lightning damage.
Okay. Or what was the original? It was 22, 23?
It was, okay, so 23, so that would have plus 8 is what, 31?
Okay.
Okay, so what's happening?
A 15.
So 15.
Mhm.
Gets
15. 15. Okay, sorry.
You
Sorry.
reach out,
Just
no
kidding.
problem. You reach out and take control of the storm and call down this huge bolt of lightning that strikes the shocked Kramash. Let's see. I don't want to do that. It is a surprise round, so that happens first. That's happening while she's running toward. Still trying to lift this horn as Nava is charging right at him. Valken and Demalgus, is there anything that either of you want to do before you see how that plays out?
And if it's each time it takes.
Sorry, I'm looking over a couple spells.
No problem. Demalgus is flipping through his spell book, like,
you said the boat crew is coming down the gangplank, right?
Yes, and there's some people from the dock, just because to them he's the hero of the city being attacked.
I mean, the thing about a gangplank is they're not like wide, and so you kind of have to go single file. I have this really neat spell called Lightning Bolt.
Oh, nice.
It also happens to go in a line. I was kind of thinking, I could blast a bunch of dudes to be awesome sauce.
Do it.
This other guy's kind of a jerk. I don't know. What do you think, Clem? What should Daddy do?
Meow, 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 meow. Clam.
Trying to figure out if Tasha's hideous laughter orphan.
I mean, I do have a pretty hideous laughter, so do it.
Nice.
Because both of them, the saves DC is same higher risk.
What y'all gonna do?
Is taking a potion a bonus action?
Drinking it yourself would just be a bonus action, yeah.
But administering it is an action.
She's got a potion of heroism. Pop.
Okay, you have the benefits of the bless spell, as well as an additional 10. Going to put 10 temporary hit points in.
Okay.
For an hour.
Nice. Ah, feels good.
Now, if I use Phantasmal Force and I made a second Kinava, would he just think that there's two Kinavos, or would he like drift toward like, hey, I'm gonna attack that one?
You can find out. Whee!
The other one is.
You cut out there for a second, Falcon.
Oh, I'm saying the other one's Tasha's hideous laughter, but I'd actually have to think. I want to try to think of something funny, and I can't think of anything funny.
He's lifting that conch to his mouth.
Demalgus, hit him!
Okay, I'm gonna cast Firebolt, but
Okay.
I'm not gonna cast it at him. I'm gonna cast it at the conch. Because it turns out you can target objects with that spell, and that's what I was trying to find.
Okay, excellent.
Yay!
I'm attacking the conch.
Okay.
The magic conch.
Take this, conch.
The magic conch knows all.
Oh, it's about to know the little fire, Scarecrow. Be a little hot to the touch.
Nice.
Okay. All right, and I have rolled pretty well. I think hopefully be good enough because I got a 23 to hit.
That'll definitely strike the item. Let's see, how's this gonna work?
How big does a fireball go?
All right, I'm gonna make him do a strength check to hang on to it. Okay, this is bonus. Jeez. Okay. If you can roll, I guess, an Arcana check along with that with advantage for the excellent planning. So I have something to do this against. So the actual magic of the spell wraps around and disperses. And you've recognized this. You know that magic items typically don't take damage. They require something very powerful to destroy them. However, there's a lot of force with that.
Yeah, so with advantage, I actually rolled a 15 and a 16, so 23.
Ooh, okay, so he rolled a 17. He's got +6, so it's a tie. So I think we should roll one more time.
Do you want to roll again, or should I just go ahead and use my subscriber extra die just to kick his ass?
Do it.
I've been saving it all month. What is it, a D12 now?
Yes. Yeah, it is. Yep.
All right, so make that a 27.
Oh my gosh, nice. It strikes and to his surprise, it blasts the conch out of his hand across the planks of the dock there. Looks up, sees Demalagus, sees Thaxel, Dina charging forward. Doesn't see Duncan yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly over and be like, "What? The little dragon can't handle fire?" And then cast Hideous Laughter.
Okay.
It's a 14 charisma, I believe.
All right. Where's my? Here we go. Nope, that's not it. What's this? All right. I'm sorry. Which one? Charisma, you said?
Let me just double check under actions.
Oh, hang on a second. Nope.
Oh wait, no, it's Wisdom. Wisdom DC.
Wisdom, okay. Alright, wisdom save. 23?
Oh. Yeah.
He's like snarls a bit. Okay, so now go ahead and roll initiative. I don't have the of course.
22.
Oh, that's a
nice.
F.
Right.
That I'm putting that in the dice dungeon. 4.
Alright, give me a quick sec here.
I know, I have to load up that map that I did not make.
Wait, was it Ulimar? Where are you? Ulimar. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. Exciting. All right, so I'm sorry, Thaxel, you had what, like a 20 what?
22.
Woo, nice. Valken had a 4.
Yep.
Okay. Demalagas?
I had a 9.
9. And Dina?
5.
All right.
Yikes, guys, yikes.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Let's roll NPC initiative. Okay. Close all that out. All right. Boop. Cramash. Now I don't have a map yet, so we're gonna have it in the combat tracker, so you can like drag your attacks onto him in the combat tracker. And I'll look for a map, see if we got something that fits.
Theater of the mind, baby.
Yeah.
We're on a boat.
Thaxel, you take off like a bolt, and you're like, okay, I'm ready. And you go first.
Wait, where's whatchamacallit on this?
Kinava.
Kinava. Oh, she's outside of this. She has a 13, so she'll go after Cramash.
Okay.
Hi, Cyberpunk.
Well, okay, so Call Lightning is or I can do it again.
Yes, the storm is still bolts of lightning dancing across the clouds, rain pouring heavily in that 50-foot circle.
So I'm going to keep targeting the same point if he's still in that same point, right? Maybe.
Sure. Yep. You can.
Okay.
Yep.
If he hasn't moved, then it's going to be in the same spot. So, with her storm still going, do I get to add the extra D10 or?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Does he have to do?
Oh, sorry. Dex saving throw. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, no, take full damage.
Okay, so this is interesting. That's a 12.
Failed. Please.
That sounds like a failure. Cramash chooses not to fail.
No.
Wait, what? What?
Because legendary resist. Legendary resistance. We're fighting in his lair.
Wait, what is?
All right.
Wait, is his entire city the lair? That seems a little.
That was not as good as my last roll.
This particular one's outside of a lair action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just something innate to him. Thankfully.
Oh, okay. The entire city is his lair.
Yeah, he doesn't have. Well, you're not sure if he'd have him here, but probably not. It is sort of out in the open.
Okay. So I rolled a 17. So since he saved, it's an 8.
Okay.
Right? Or 7? 8?
Was 17, so it'd be 8. Yeah, it'd be 8.
Okay.
Because it'd be, half of 16. I mean, essentially rounded down.
Okay.
All right, so that will bring us up to.
And then I want to. Oh, no, I don't have to do that. I also.
Again. Shakes. He's got that metal armor on. Little arcs of lightning dance across it.
Let's see. I also want to try to do something. I don't know if I can. Come on. Nope. No, it's an action. Dang it. No, sorry. I only had one other thing I wanted to do. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. All right. Next up is Cramash. You see Kianava, as this firebolt blasted this conch out of his hand, she just tracks that. She doesn't care about this guy. She cares about the conch. And so she tracks over towards that. Cramash has a bit of an advantage over her in initiative. He runs. He turns and runs over. Slides, like he's sliding, stealing home. Grabs the conch and turns it up. Kianava's keeping track just behind him. You hear this through the conch, and you watch as the sound waves emanate from this conch and just dissipate Kianava onto the wind. These little sparkles like fairy dust that just trail off into the wind. It didn't look like she died or anything, but it looks like she Demalagus, you're familiar with banishment type spells. It's something akin to that. He's got a free action. He's going to look up to the crew. Cut ties. We leave immediately. He seems really shaken after being confronted with Kinava, of course. Go ahead and make an insight check, everyone that's watching, since you're down there. He's sort of growling at all of you, but if you're trying to gauge the situation.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Good, because mine was an 8.
That was a 1 plus. That was a 2.
Awesome.
Natural 1. Oh,
Sorry, what are we
Insight
on?
checks to Malagus. Yeah, just to keep an eye on this.
Okay. Oh
Gonna
boy.
take him a while to
Maybe
cut
some-
ties.
10.
Okay, I think that as long as anyone got an 8 or higher, you'd see that he definitely has some fear in his eyes at, again, confronting Kianava, and that he is concerned. It seems pretty obvious, especially to Dina, like, he's expecting her to be back soon and is trying to make haste to get out of port.
She's grinning at this point.
He kind of snarls at all of you and races up the gang, or starts racing up the gangplank. If you guys want to continue to engage, you're certainly welcome to.
Oh yeah, I
Do
want to
it.
engage.
Wait,
Okay.
is he disengaging from battle? Or is he...
Yeah, you're not sure. He's just using his movement to run up the gangplank. He seems to not be pursuing all of you currently.
Fireball.
Firebolt that ship!
I'm glad that we're of, the same mind.
Yes.
Nice.
Do it.
Can you
It's going to be a
yell at
fireball.
other people?
So she's going to drop it where it is. He's in the radius, and as many of his men are in the radius.
Okay.
I'm
I'm still going to go through the order. Sorry, just since it's in case he's going to re-engage. He's just using his movement to run up there for now. So it'd actually be Demalagus and then Dina. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Demalagus.
Nope, my bad.
I shall.
Fireball! Fire!
So, I don't have fireball. I know it's got to be the only wizard I've ever played that got 3rd level spells and didn't get fireball, but Dina's got it covered.
Lame.
And I've got something that I mentioned earlier. Since he's running up the gangplank and his men are on the gangplank, why don't I run to where I can get a straight line up the gangplank and shoot a lightning bolt up his butt?
Okay, nice. So you run over to the bottom of the gangplank. You can probably. You might. So it's about 60 feet away, give or take us. Unless you moved. I'm sorry. If you moved with your surprise round, then you'd be halfway there.
Let me check something here.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, excellent. Pretty sure I can do this.
Okay.
Whoa, wait. Yeah, it's because it's a bonus. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. I come from old school D&D where you got basically a move and an action, and that's it.
Gotcha.
So I'm learning things about spells and that some of them can take place at different times.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any kind of restriction? I can cast more than one spell in a turn if they're different kinds of actions, right?
Yeah, especially if it says bonus action and action. I think if you're casting 2 spells in a turn, the only limitation is the bonus action can't exceed a 2nd level spell.
Okay. Then I am going to move up my move, which is 30 feet.
Okay.
I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Misty Step to get in just the right spot, and then I'll
Nice.
cast Lightning Bolt.
You hustle,
Nice.
you kind of almost blink right past the storm, disappear and reappear right in the other edge, right at the bottom of the gangplank. He's maybe 15 feet up the gangplank, has another 10 feet to go. There's probably a good 4 people on the top of the gangplank ahead of him. Is this a save?
They're all gonna get it. It's save o'clock. That's right.
Nice.
They get a deck save. My it's a 15. No, it's not big, but
All right, let's see. All right, Kramash got a 19. Ooh, Sailor 1 failed. Sailor 2 succeeded. Sailor 3 failed. And you said it was a 14?
15.
15. Okay. So 2 sailors failed. 2 succeeded, and Kramash succeeded. It's still half damage, right?
Yep. Hang on, I'm getting all my own dice together.
Yep,
here.
no problem.
Okay, so this little spell do 8d6 lightning damage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I happen to have in my hot little hand
Mm-hmm.
8d6.
Oh, that's beautiful.
All right, it's time for action cam.
Ooh, nice.
Here we go.
Oh, that's a lot of decent.
That was an awful roll.
No.
Here's 3 1s, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. Terrible.
Yahtzee.
Boo.
That's still a decent amount.
So, oh my god, that's pathetic. I'm embarrassed. Okay, so that's 17 points of damage. Wah, wah, wah.
No, still. All right, so that's 8 to Ulamar.
Boo. Oh wait, I missed a die. Sorry. Add 4 to that. 21.
21. Okay.
Yep, sorry. One of them was out of my sight. It was at the edge of the...
Ooh, all right, so 21. So you watch this lightning bolt, 5 foot wide, huge bolt of lightning. You see like this heavy, bright core to the lightning bolt, and then this lighter aura around of dancing electricity strikes Kramash square in the back, and some of it arcs around him, and some of it is just passing through him and coming out the front. You see all these bodies shaking one after another. 2 of them just fall right off the gangplank, boom, boom, down into the water, and then just float in the water. The other 2, God, and they climb back up, or they can't yet, but they're hurt, singed. There's sections of flesh just burnt to a crisp, and oh, it's nasty.
So it smells wonderful right now.
Oh, delicious.
It
Yes.
smells like barbecue.
Yes, exactly.
Nice. All right. Anything else for Demalius?
That's all I can do.
Okay, Dina, you're up.
Yes, I need him to. Is he within 20 feet of his ship?
Yes, yep, he's only like 10 feet from getting on board.
And how long is the? Okay, so I'm going to drop this on the ship. It's centered on the ship. It's a 20-foot radius.
Nice.
So he'll get caught, and then they're 20 feet further onto the ship. So it's going right there where the gangplank meets the ship.
Oh,
I could have a front row seat.
nice.
Yes, you are, darling.
His lightning bolt up the gangplank, blasting everyone. The other 2, guards are right near the top of the plank, and Kramash is running up there. Dina just points like Babe Ruth, like up in the sky, just above it. This little beam of fire energy, this intense heat from this little tiny ray, just strikes a point above it and coalesces. Comes down like a torrent of lava. Flame hurling everywhere like an action movie.
She's pulled out the dragon's claw that she's got on the necklace. It sits it out and goes, Daddy, I'm going to make you so proud. They need to make a DC 15 dex.
Okay. Dex, you said?
Dex.
Okay.
Oh, Demalgus, I took care of it for you, darling.
Yay!
Nice. Oh my gosh. Okay. 1 sailor fails, the other passes, and Kramash succeeds as well.
Yeah, have fun sailing the boat when
that's
it's
half
down.
damage, and one of them's going to be incinerated.
Yes, he is.
In fact, probably both sailors, regardless.
So that's a total of 33 points of damage.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Amazing.
That's
So
proper
he
damage.
So Kramash is going to take 16 of fire.
Okay.
And his ship's on fire.
Nice. As this just pours out, barrels and such on the deck are starting to ignite. Ropes are starting to head up towards the sails on fire. The other two sailors dive into the... one falls into the water. The other one's, that succeeded dives into the water, but he's burnt to death by the time he, goes a boom, boom, boom. 4 bodies floating in the water on the side of the ship. The deck and the gangplank engulfed in flames, ropes on fire heading up towards the sails and mast.
And my bonus action?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think it... Never mind. It's fine. I was going to take the potion of fire breathing, but we'll leave that.
Oh, nice. All right. Anything else then for Dina, or that's all?
I don't think I've got any other bonus actions I can make. So, how close am I to him and the ship?
Let's see. You would run forward, so I'd say that you're about you're 30, 35 feet, about 35, because it's a little diagonal.
Okay, I'm going to stay right where I'm at then.
Okay, neat. All right, Valken, you were up, sir.
Is the gangplank secured?
I mean, yeah, it's just on the top part of it's on fire. The top 5 feet of it is burning.
I'm gonna go over there, within 15 feet of him, but I'm gonna be like on the, like not where Damalgus is, but like on the side, so kind of like where the gang, so like I'm facing them, like walking up the gangplank or whatever.
Okay.
So I'm on the side of it essentially. Fly over because I can do that.
So you're like flying on the side of the gangplank next to where they are? Okay. It's really it's so just like, Pramash at this point like on the gangplank.
I'm like here.
Okay.
And cast Thunder Wave.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
So I guess that's just me rolling.
I think it's a save, right? It's a con save. Or Dex.
I want to say there's a save, but I don't know.
Each creature originating must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pushed away. Oh, and I'm casting it at second level.
Look at this. They have little like invisible things. Like I could check that off. I don't know. Maybe not. I thought I could click it so you could see it. Anyway, he rolled a 23. So this thunder wave, you come around and use your wings, and this imbuing them with this magical energy. Whoosh, you do this huge wave of thunder magic that comes out from you and blasts him, and the sound waves damage his ears and some of his person. What's the damage?
I can't find my other.
Oh no.
D8, so I'll have to roll one of them again. So that's 2, 4, and 5. That's 9. That's 11 divided by 2. And any unsecured object, so it's it's a 15-foot blast or whatever.
Oh, okay.
A 15-foot cube area, but any unsecured object will blow 10 feet back.
Okay. The gangplank jiggles a little bit under the pressure. You catch just on the left-hand side, a couple of the barrels start rolling across the deck. They're on fire. All right. Anything else? Anything else for Valken?
I use my bonus action to say things are looking pretty hot for you, aren't they?
Turns and snarls at you. All right, now that brings us back to Faxel.
All right. So, what I'm going to do is still use Call Lightning because so since Kianava is like gone,
yeah, her
did
storm
her
would
storm
start dissipating at this point. Yeah.
Okay, so I can't use that again. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to target Cramash again.
Okay.
So call it down, and he needs to make another dex save.
Let's see. Ooh, a 12. I don't think that succeeds, right?
That fails. I'm just waiting for you to say that he chooses to succeed. Okay.
He's getting a better grasp of what you're all capable of, and I think he's like, I might hold on to these.
All right, let's see. That's a 11. Wait. Oh my god, I can't math. 20 points of lightning damage.
Nice. Okay. Once again, as he turns to face the deck, his ship on fire now, assessing the damage, struck right on top of the head. You see, like, the bolt strike right here and dance an arc across his arm. Some spittle flies out as it kind of looks back and looks at all of you. Anything else for Axel?
Is there still people on the, or was there anybody else near Kermash? Like within 5 feet?
Not within 5 feet, but you do see,
okay.
This is top of the round. You do see some more sailors advancing from different parts, mainly from the lower decks coming up. You also see from the docks some of the people that have left the buildings and their fishing work. It's kind of late, so there weren't too many people out here. Are advancing down the docks towards the ship.
Okay.
To save their hero.
She can't do anything else right now, so she's gonna. That'll be it.
Okay. Are you kidding me? All right. He's gonna pull out some of the big guns.
No.
You guys did a lot more damage than he was expecting you to. All right. Let me just read this and see what the range is.
In my ship.
All right. So at the bottom of the gangplank, so we have Dina. She's like 35 feet out. Bottom is Demalagus. Next to him is Falcon. And Thaxel, where were you standing? I feel like, did you come out 30 feet from the?
I never moved.
Okay.
I was. The alley. Yeah, because my the range of this is 120, but
okay.
It says like as long as I'm within 100 feet of Kermash at all times, that's where I was at.
Okay, perfect. What's the visual on this going to be? Kermash turns, takes like, well, he's going to walk into the fire. He's going to take a couple steps up right onto the edge of his boat. So he's going to take a little fire damage for standing in that. If I can find die for it. Oh, okay. It's 2 points, but still. Flames dance around the metal armor, heating it up. He turns and kind of twists his neck uncomfortably. His head grows a bit larger and the neck thickens like that meme. Just kidding. And he kind of does like this regurgitating. His cheeks fill and spews out this green miasma down. It just tracks. It falls off the boat, goes down the gangplank, and just ushers out in a 60-foot cone, catching everyone except Axel, of course, because she is
thank God.
safe distance. Yes. So if I can have Demalagus, Falcon, and Dina roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Right.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Oh dear, I just failed that. That's a 7.
That'd be a 14.
Okay.
I got a 16.
Okay. 18 is his DC.
Damn.
Dear Lord.
I don't even have enough dice to do this, so I'm just going to type it in.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I got you guys. It's okay.
It's all right.
It's
I
not
mean,
the
I've got some
end.
temp points too. And I have a reaction.
Please roll a bunch of ones. Please roll a bunch
Does
of
anybody have a resistance to poison damage?
ones. No.
No, just fire.
And Dina, what does your heroism do? I'm sorry, the blessing spell. I want to make sure I'm taking that into account for you.
You mean the potion of heroism that I'm taking?
Yeah, it gives you blessing for the same hour.
Yeah, it gave 10 temporary hit points. Oh, for the same duration you're under the effect of bless. So I could actually add a D4 to that, although I don't know that's going to help.
Yes,
No, it's not going to help. But
okay.
I do have 10 temporary hit points, so
Okay.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, it is a 49 points of damage in total.
I'm good.
Oh my god.
Start
It
making
starts
that new
eating away
character
at
then.
your
If I had not drunk that potion, if I had not taken that potion, I would be down.
That
But
exceeds
I'm up.
my hit points.
Nice. Okay, so that eats that, and that leaves what 39. So you'd still have the 9. That would be 39 in the wound, right?
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
oh,
Go ahead and
okay,
put
so what you
your.
did.
Yeah, my bad. I always forget it's the
Sorry.
wound instead. No, you're fine.
I'm used to doing it myself. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Dan's meddling. Okay, the two Valken, it goes right into your lungs, and Demalagus, you can't escape it. It's just going in through your skin. You feel like this trickle down your eyes. Your eyes are bleeding, coming out of your nose and ears, and you pass unconscious, the two of you.
Yeah.
You hear
I
this
just-
loud
go
snarl
with
at the
that.
ground.
I flop and hit the water.
Oh yeah, you fall down into the water.
Oh, dang it, Falcon.
Falcon, that you'll have to roll one. What is it for 1d6 because of the height you're falling from?
Wait.
I need him to
That's
make a dex save, please.
2? Oh wait, no, that was a D20.
What do you need, Dina? Oh,
He needs to make a dex save of DC 15 as I use my
nice.
2. Oh yeah, I can do that too, bitch.
Nice. Oh, he rolled a 1.
That's gonna be
Amazing.
3d10 of fire.
Oh, beautiful. Nice.
That was a 1
Okay.
I rolled.
So that is an automatic failed death save, Falcon, for falling for taking damage after being unconscious. And how much was it, Dina, in total?
He just took 17 fire.
Oh, nice. Okay, 17. Okay, nice. Not expecting that at all. He just takes that face on right in the chest and face. Tries to pat out some of the fire, and there's fire dancing off the cloth tabard, and some of his regular equipment that's not metal is caught on fire. Little bits.
I've breathed out. He threw at me. I threw right back at.
Nice. All right, now let's check on Kianava. Oh, okay. That brings us to Demalagus. Ooh, success! Which brings us down to Dina.
All right. Let's see. That worked really, really well, didn't it? I don't know if I want to do that.
Are you near Malagus?
Oh. I still have 3rd level spell slots left, don't I?
Ooh.
You have all the things open right now. Do it.
I'm going to drop another fucking fireball.
Nice.
Get out!
Okay. Burn, baby.
Exactly. I need him to make a DC 15 dexterity save. And I am probably going to empower the spell. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm going to empower the spell. I'm going to use the current sorcery point.
You really dig into your sorcery background and with a fury that is within you.
That's 34 points total.
Woo!
So 17 if they make the save.
Okay. That's a dex, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got a 24. But there are another... Because that's a what? A 30 foot radius, was it?
It's a 20-foot radius, and I've dropped it right on the gang again.
Okay, the gangplank? Okay.
Well, right on the ship, so, you know...
right on the edge where he's standing.
Right.
Okay.
So it's already on fire.
All right. So the other sailors haven't caught up quite to that point. However...
Yeah, so it's going 20 feet onto the ship, and it comes right up to the edge of me.
Once again, you point right above him. This time he sort of like tries to protect himself and is able to just shield himself a little bit as he leans down the greatsword on his back, taking some of the damage. But again, it pours down almost like this, well, a giant fireball goes out, doubles the flames on the deck, and almost rolls over the existing flames and stretches out even further. The gangplank, you hear the crack of the crackling wood as it's burning up, completely black and singed along the first 10 feet of the gangplank. Gangplank's looking like it's going to go soon. The ship is almost reaching the mast as it dances up the ropes.
For my bonus action, I'm going to Misty Step away, which I can do per day without using a spell slot.
Nice, okay.
So I'm going to blow him another kiss, Misty Step back, and then take another 30 feet back.
And you go back.
Don't mind me, just down here.
Nice. You're now 65 feet back. Okay. Valken's next. Let's see what happens. Ooh, success, Valken! Hooray!
Yes!
All right, Thaxel, you're
Not
up.
dead.
Oh my Lanta. Okay, I am going to... Like, this is killing me.
We're killing him.
Yeah. Okay, so I've been, like, way the hell back this entire time. Let's see. I want to... Oh, I can only go 30 feet. Okay, if I go up 30 feet, am I within 60 feet of either Demalagus or Valken?
No, Valken's down in the water, and he
Can
would
she
be within 60 feet. Let's see. Well, no, because it's 65. 60
I was
feet
like
there,
100.
and then it was a little more than that. Yeah.
Can she
50,
bonus action to get on her horse?
65.
I'm on a horse.
So 65 feet. It's 65 feet from where Demalagus was standing back to where you were in the thing. So if you go up 30 feet, you're 35 feet away from Demalagus, and a little more so for Valken because he's diagonal.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay, as long as I could get to somebody. Sorry, Valken. I am going to bonus action healing word to Demalagus because that's within 60 feet.
Nice. Yep.
And I'm going to do it at a second level. So that's 2. Let's see. 1, 2. Lost my spell casting modifier, which is what? Wisdom. 3. Okay.
You leap into the fray and cast your healing magic.
Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. 4, 7, 10 points of healing damage or healing
Healing damage.
healing
Take that.
damage. Yes.
You run down
Okay, so
and
10 points.
have like a sort of a Naruto run where your hands kind of drag behind you, grabbing, like kicking sand up in the air just from the magic you're building. And then you unleash, you send forth this sand that becomes this soft, gentle nature healing magic that settles over Demalagus, healing him for how many again? 10?
10, yes.
Nice.
That's something. Okay, so that was my bonus.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That was my move. Let's see, movement bonus. Okay, then I'm going to turn to douchebag on the ship. I still have Call Lightning out.
Okay.
That is this thing is amazing. And I'm going to target him again.
Okay.
He needs to make a dex save at the end.
Okay. 12. I think
Fails.
that's a fail, right? Nice. Okay.
All right.
I love how he fails for Thax.
Nice.
He has a weakness
Okay.
for sort of his own kind, kinda.
Kinda, yeah.
But that's scary.
Okay, that is going to be.
He finds thunderbolts of
16.
lightning very, very frightening.
16.
Nice.
That was good. That was good.
That was very good.
6, 4 is 10 plus 6. Yeah, 16 points of lightning damage.
This arcs down, and you see some of the scales peeled up. They've been fried a bit by the lightning and the fire, and they've just started to peel and curl back a little bit along his left arm.
You're still up? God.
Have a hurry.
That would be. No, never mind. I was going to try to pray again, but I guess it's like another bonus.
Anything else then? That's.
I cannot do anything else, so I'm good.
All right, let's see. Oops. Why is it not letting me? I guess I have to do out of my own. All right. Thought it rolled it for me. Okay, does not get that back. All right. What is he legit gonna do here? He does not have any.
He's gonna fall over dead, is what he's gonna do.
Has the ship burned through yet? Just waiting for him to like fall through to the deck below.
He turns and looks at his boat on fire and looks back at all of you. Takes a couple steps, jumps down the gangplank, landing at the bottom. Let's see what he does first here. Let me read the thing. All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh like that.
That's not a good laugh.
I don't like that. No.
Okay, so I don't think he would do that, so I'll save that laugh for another time. He comes down with a bite on Demalagus, tries to bite Demalagus right here in the side of the throat. He opens his mouth with a dragonmore thing. Oh yeah, what you got?
Did she heal me? Can I do something? Can I do a reaction?
Reaction, yeah. Yep.
Cool, I'm casting shield.
Ooh, nice. You see him coming in and you just raise your arm and the shield comes up in place. What does that raise your AC by?
5.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, it does.
So what does that make your current AC?
That would make it, sorry.
No problem.
17.
Oh, I got 21.
Ah, feels bad, man.
Tries to put my little pom-pom flipped. Tries to pull it. Wait, where's my...
But something else happens too.
Oh?
Yeah, that's an abjuration spell.
Ooh.
Do you know what happens when I cast an abjuration
I don't,
spell?
but I want to find out.
My arcane ward activates.
Nice.
Nice.
So even though he bit me, he's biting into my shield.
Oh, okay.
Suck a dragon face.
So the damage comes out of your shield.
Wait,
Yeah.
Does it
so he's
spill over to you if it's greater than your shield?
Yes.
All right. Well, let me roll damage, and then you let me know what it applies to. I'm not going to do it on your character. I'm going to do it here in the chat. Okay, 25 damage, but it's 17 physical damage. So if that does not consume your shield, then the rest won't affect you. The rest is poison.
Well, the shield has, if I've done my math right, it has 16 points.
Ooh, okay. Oh, so it would just... Ooh.
Nice.
But I'll let you check so I don't...
Okay, plus intelligence modifier. And that's my intelligence modifier, right?
Plus
Yep.
30.
Yep, 16.
Okay. And his jaw just gets kind of stuck on the shield, and just at the very end of the force that he has, breaks through, and one tooth just pierces just a little bit, enough to inject the poison. So essentially, it's only 9 points of damage. And I believe you have 10 points left, so you are still standing.
I'm up. I got one.
Oh, you feel
Still
more of
not
that
dead.
same poison is just stinging
Wait, you
in your
have
chest.
You have 1 hit point? I gave you 10 back. You lost
I know, he
9?
just took 9 of them.
Oh my
And
god.
then he attempts to claw you. Gets up, rake you across the chest. Yeah. Oh, 19. I guess he's really has a great modifier for that. Yikes. Okay.
Come on, man.
Claws. This would be slashing, not as crazy.
Oh, wait a
as
minute.
before.
I forgot something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Oh, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna
What you
crack
got?
that. I'm sorry. I don't know. I guess we never talked about it. I mean, well, never mind. Never mind.
You should.
What?
What you got?
It's too retconny. Well, it's just that
Okay. We're in the moment.
I wouldn't have known we'd have done combat, so I wouldn't have had time to cast Mage Armor.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Okay. I guess I can.
Yeah.
All right.
Otherwise, my AC would be a lot higher.
All right.
Yeah, but then we would have to go through like all the
Just
stuff.
peels open part of your chest and torso with a slash. Dealing 13 damage. Flips you over onto your stomach as you pass out again.
Damn it!
He's got one more attack, and I think he's gonna continue. I mean, just to be legit to him. Oh, it's a 30.
How?
Well,
He rolled super high and has a crazy
okay.
No.
I'm in some.
strength
He's gonna
modifier.
autofill.
Yeah. I've got, well, it's an autofail,
Yeah.
but it's 1. I keep forgetting in 5th edition you get 3. See, in every other edition I've ever played, you get 1.
Wait, so you have to
Which means I'd have been dead
succeed
a
at
long
least
time ago.
one?
Yeah, you either unless you take damage equal to the your max hit points. So if like your max hit points is 45 and you take 90 points of damage, that's dead.
Yeah.
So, there's this interesting thing in 5e that happens when you're struck while unconscious. Any attack roll that hits you is considered, within 5 feet of you, is considered a critical hit. And a critical hit is an automatic 2 fails. So you're not.
But you didn't do this before.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we did.
in the prison.
Prison when you
think
died, yeah.
I know you died.
Yeah, we did.
I know. I wasn't sure if we had done if done the.
However, that's just 2 out of the 3. And
My
he
death's door.
lifts his head up. His body's swelling in size a bit. He's maybe like another 1.5 feet taller, arms bigger, legs bigger. It's out this primordial dragon roar up into the air. Oh, I don't know. Okay. I'm going to advance it, and this will be... Oh, I'm sorry. I have to check on Kinava first.
Please, motherfucker, get over here.
Kinava, you freaking piece of crap.
Okay.
Come back, darling. Come back.
So this advances to Demalagus. So fingers crossed as it'll do a roll. Actually, why don't you do the roll? Let's not let the computer do it, Demalagus. You go ahead and do a death saving throw.
Okay.
I don't want
10
the
or
computer
above,
to
dude.
decide.
You just need a 10 or above.
Here we go. Clem, don't bless this die because you're terrible. Well,
No!
guys,
No. What is it?
Oh,
it's a 13.
all right. I'm gonna mark off a success.
It's a wand.
Okay.
I'm
So-
dying over here, guys.
We'll advance it to Dina. Go
All
ahead, Dina.
right.
Does Dina have any healing spells?
No,
Like
she does
anything?
not, darling.
Oh,
No. Dita doesn't do healing. Good
Mm.
grief. What are you thinking? So I'm going to... he's about 60, 65 feet away from...
Let's see if you're back. He's 65 feet from you. Mm-hmm.
well,
All right.
don't hit Demalagus because he's there.
Oh, I'm not going to hit the Malik.
Okay.
I don't think that's going to hit. That's 9 plus 7. 16 is not going to hit, is it?
No, unfortunately.
All right. Scheisse. Sorry.
Cast the spell
It was
out.
a cantrip.
Ah.
At least it was a
Remember.
cantrip. So, yeah, I don't have any bonus action. I'm going to drink the potion of fire breathing
Okay.
and move forward 30 feet.
Okay. Neat. You're just next to the hull of the boat. 30 feet puts you, maybe like 10 feet out from the gangplank, but there's a bunch of boat right here to your side.
Okay, and I'm still 30 feet away from him.
You're 35 feet away from him. So you've got
Okay,
a little bit of
perfect.
distance here.
Good.
Okay. All right. Oh, right. Valken's unconscious.
Yeah,
But another success!
Oh, thank God.
so
What's that? That's
am
2
I-
successes, 1 failure.
So am I alive again?
However,
No.
you're in the water, aren't you?
But I just kind of like, I would assume I just kind of like am sort of.
He landed like on his back and he's just floating.
You know what? So you can normally hold your breath, but when you're unconscious, of course, you can't. So I'll leave it up to the die. So go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw, Valken, just to see if you're still floating or if you're taking on water, which would force another check.
That's 15 plus whatever my
Okay, no, that's
thing
good.
is.
Oh, good.
You are not sinking per se just yet.
Okay.
All right, looking at no, I guess that'll be next. So Thaxel, you're up.
Wait, so
Mash is
All
at
right.
the bottom of the plank.
All right.
His boat is definitely catching fire. The mast has just started to catch fire and it's creeping up to the sails.
Okay.
Same.
Well, I'm still within 60 feet of Demalagus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm bonus actioning healing word again. Second level again. Demalagus, I like you. Third level.
Ooh,
So-
nice.
1, 2, 3. All right. Eh. 9.
Take it.
9 points of healing. Okay.
Just once again,
So
you throw up a
quit
little of
dying
this
on me.
poison, blah, blah, blah. But you're returned to a conscious state.
All right, and then I'm going to. So Kramash is still by Demalagus, right?
Yes, down his bottom flanks. He's hurt enough. I mean, he looks hurt. You can see some visible wounds now. Still has that blood from his mouth when Kianava struck him. And is going into sort of this more of a primal, like kind of mode from the damage he's taken.
I'm going to call lightning again.
Nice.
Just like on his back to where Demalagus isn't within that 5 feet.
Okay.
So I just wanted to hit Kramash.
Okay.
So call it again. Boom. Dex save.
All right. Dex. I mean, the good part is Dex is his worst stat completely. So, but that's a 20. Dirty 20. I love that.
All right. Roll. Well, that's okay. All right. 20 points of lightning damage,
Nice.
halved to 10.
Okay. It strikes the gangplank and arcs back up. Draws, tucks himself in as it dances across his back and arcs through the armor. Fires out, sort of. You see some shooting out of his fingertips and such. A little blood coming down from his dragonborn ears.
And I still have my movement,
Okay.
so I want to back up 30 feet.
Okay.
So now I'm 90 feet away.
I think you moved up, right? So you were 30 feet and then you moved back, or no?
No, I didn't
That
move.
was last
That was last
Okay,
turn.
gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm just
So
going to
now
move.
you're
30
back.
feet back.
You're down the alley now. Not at the end, but back buildings.
Yeah.
All right. Up next, Kramash. Let's do his roll. See if that recharges. It does not. He's going to try and bite Demalagus.
Do I have hit points?
You have 9
have
hit
9.
points currently.
I'm
What?
trying.
Yes, shield again.
Now you have a reaction if there's anything you want to do.
I'm casting shield again.
Nice, good. All right, so 25.
Yeah, well.
Do you still
The thing
have...
is, it also resurrects my arcane ward.
Nice, okay. Oh, so that pulls up the damage thing. Okay, all right.
Anytime it casts an abjuration spell.
Nice. All right, let's see then. So it's 18 points of physical damage. Was that enough to get through your shield?
Well, especially now, since actually it's only regenerated by twice the level of the spell that I cast, so it only has 2 hit points.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, 16 physical, and then the poison comes in, unfortunately. You fall back. You're just like a rag
I'm
doll.
going to stop healing you.
I get knocked down and I get up again.
Yeah.
You're never going to keep me down.
Once
Keeping
again,
him
he
busy.
comes in with a claw attack, this time across your back. 26.
Well, I hope this dragon mark goes off at some point.
Oh,
Which is an automatic crit, which is, once again, an automatic 2 fails.
Clem, can you not bite Dad's microphone?
All right, let's see. I mean, if he hits you again, he's got another claw attack. Which one's for you guys? This one.
Can I yell at him?
This, can you see that? I can't tell because I don't have that up.
Is that a 20?
That's a nat 20.
He raises his claws to usher forth the final blow. Now, he's going to be nasty. He's going to reach down with one hand, grab you by the neck, Demalgus, and lift you up. Takes out these claws. His hand grows another quarter of its size. Reaches back, and straight through this thick neck of his is this hand, glistening silvery hand that comes through and just comes out. He's just staring at you like, what happened? Lowers you down. He hasn't let go of his grip of you, Demalgus, but he drops to his knees. Collapses dead. You see standing behind him, flicking the blood off, Kianav has returned.
Oh, thank God.
Did she just kill him?
Yeah.
She killed him.
I think we got him down fairly well.
Can I, at this point, like, are we still going in order here, or because I want to like rush to?
Yeah, if you still want to do that, Demalgus, you are. Well, I guess technically Demalgus, if it's.
Can somebody help the floating bird guy?
You're good. You're gonna be fine.
You know what? I mean, that's a good point. So I guess Demalgus and Valken, you're each gonna have to roll a death saving throw.
Quit it.
Wait, is Demalgus alive or is he dead?
He's unconscious.
We're about
It
to
depends
find
on
out.
this one.
Because I thought because I thought that it was.
Go ahead and roll yours.
10 or
too,
better,
Valken.
baby. 10 or better.
Stop it.
You're making me so nervous.
Oh my God.
Yes, all right. So still unconscious. Demalgus.
Just don't
that
roll a
was
1.
What did you get,
that was a
Valken?
7.
Ooh, what have you got?
It's a fail.
All right.
Well, he's had 2 successes.
Oops.
Right,
Yes.
so,
So,
yeah, as long
that's
as he,
okay.
2 successes,
okay.
2 fails for Valken.
yep, bases are loaded, counts full.
Yep, that brings us in order to Dina next.
Akiva's got, she just killed, what's his name, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
go make out with her or something because she just saved all of us.
Well, I just took this potion of fire breathing.
Come on!
shoot it at the ship.
She kind of looks at
That's-
you,
that's-
looks at the boat. Wait. There's a presence on the boat. And she starts running up the gangplank and through the fire. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Stop it!
Oh, son of a thief!
I'm sorry it ran so late. It was just so intense. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad nobody died. I was so nervous.
This is. I need to go take some medicine because my anxiety is going ridiculous.
Right?
I've only got so much whiskey left, guys.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Woo! Oh, all right.
Yeah,
And the
because I was
dude's
confused
dead.
by the stuff that was in the being
So-
said in the
Uh-huh.
in the game chat window or something about Demalgus.
Huh? What?
In like the actual Fantasy Grounds windows.
Oh.
Oh,
I'll have to take a look. So I have to give props to you four because it's only 4 people. And Kramash is really powerful. He has a challenge rating of 15.
Oh my God.
I was
Yes.
A, not expecting you guys to take him on. B, you guys took away more than half of his health. He was just a little more than half dead, which is saying something. Because he has an AC of 19.
We're level 6.
And he's really
I know.
strong, and you're level 6. Yeah, you guys
Level
survived.
6. Level
that's a lethal encounter.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I thought, okay, this will be like a, oh no, he's bad. Let's regroup. But you guys,
Well, Dina was
know.
gonna run. That was the plan, was to run.
Yeah,
Dina was
yeah.
like, I'm out of town. I got to get out of town because I cannot let these people find me in town. Come morning, I got to get out of town.
Yeah,
But I mean, with Akiva there, it's like, oh, well, shit, we got an avatar of a deity on our
Yeah.
side. Hell yeah, let's go do this.
yep. I love the whole sequence.
to disappear for like 5 turns.
But you guys
Yeah.
almost stopped that too. That's I mean, there's story that it's wrapped up in this that you'll discover and stuff. There's a reason he has that, and that she was nervous about it. But you guys almost stopped that too. I'm like, wow, these guys are just gonna. This is amazing. It's just really fun from my side when it goes completely differently than I was expecting. And then you guys do so well with it too. Like, oh my gosh, I gotta tell him.
Dina's running. Dina's heading straight to the body. She's going to yank that chain off his neck with the vial.
Oh yeah.
And then she's grabbing that conch.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I was gonna. Well, yeah. Before we get to next week, can I like healing word to Malagus again before? Like, is that plausible or? We have to wait?
Yeah, that'll complete the turn. That's fine. That'll bring us back up to you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Dina's gone. Yeah. So Dina went up to the body, grabbed the vial, and grabbed the conch.
Well, nobody cares about the freaking bird.
I'm not close enough.
I'm gonna fish you out of the water as soon as I get up.
I know. Demalagus and I had a plan, but he kept fucking dying on me.
I know. I would have already levitated you out of the water, but I'll do it.
We had a plan, but you know what, Demalagus? I'm sorry. You're only getting a level 2 healing word because this is the 3rd time.
That's fine. Any healing word is wonderful, and I appreciate it.
Okay.
I should have thrown that lightning spell instead of the chill.
2, 4, 7 points of healing.
Yay.
All right.
7 points.
Where's Demalagus? Here we are, 7, so 25. All right, so that's what Thaxel's doing. Dina's taking the necklace and the
conch.
Yeah.
Then Demalagus, is there anything you want to do as you rouse from consciousness?
Well, I'd want to levitate our bird friend out of the water.
Demalagus and Falcon, roll a d20, please, each of you.
I got an 11.
I got a 10.
Okay, so Demalagus, you do in fact go first. You cast levitates, what, 30 foot? He's under the water a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah,
Or do you have to
got
dive
a pretty good range, actually.
Oh, okay. You cast levitate. He starts coming up out of the water. So your lungs are still full of water, Valken, this round. And because you have 2 successes and 2 failures, I feel like I cannot end this session without you rolling your final death saving throw. So
I got a 60-foot range, actually.
Ooh, nice. Well, I guess you start pulling up.
Easy.
He's soaked. Water, feathers drip. The water running off of that, and it's
yeah. If he's unconscious, he can't resist
Come
me.
on,
So.
Rainbow Dawn.
Nice.
That's 6.
A 6?
16.
Oh.
I know. I heard 16, and then we all like freaked out, and I was like, "Shut up!"
16.
Woo!
That's a 1. No.
Now you're stable. You're
You
still
are
unconscious,
stable.
But you're
Water's pouring out of your beak a bit as you're raised from the ground. It's like you're rising up from the ground. This bright light is flickering from the fire on the water below you as it's just dripping off you, boom, 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 into the small ocean waves. Bright beacon of fire in front of you. People running up off the docks from behind you, nearly there. And Kinava's sensed some presence on the ship that she's rushed in to take care of. And that indeed is where we'll pick up next session. Okay. Good time.
That was epic.
Super fun session, guys. You are amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Your teamwork was killing it.
Took her long enough.
Nice. Well, I'll wrap it up since we're so late tonight. Thank you all for staying late. I'm sorry again it ran over. It was just, I didn't.
No apologies necessary.
It was that was great combat.
Love Lots of fun.
Yes.
Well, I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful night, and chat, of course, as well. Thank you so much. I look forward to catching you all, of course, next Tuesday. Yes. Oh, hey,
You should all be recovered from your hangovers by then.
Nice. Yeah, well, Kirikan, we stream every Tuesday night here, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. This is our All Evil campaign. And then we've got a
Yeah.
Friday night one, Stormfall. This is Kier's Lament. Stormfall's Friday, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. But yeah, check in next Tuesdays. They just had some epic battle here, some craziness, and more to come here as they're standing on the dock next to this ship engulfed with flames. Citizens think they just killed their hero.
Nightmare and out of town.
Yeah.
Yes. Excellent. And if you want to see any of the older episodes, I actually have to fill the past few in, but you can catch us on YouTube.
But thank you, everybody, for coming out and watching.
Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you for joining, even if it's at the end, Kirikan. Have a wonderful night, everybody. We'll catch you next Tuesday. Bye.
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 Bye.